that you know and love. When mealtime is just around the corner, you can always count on Redbird Farms chicken. What real chicken tastes like.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
Broncos countdown to kickoff, walking you up to Broncos and Ravens. Here's part 2 of the conversation with voice of the Broncos Dave Logan and head coach Sean Payton.
Let's talk a little bit quickly about their defense. They've been very, very good against the run. I mean, they're giving up, I think, 70 yards per game on the ground. So they present some problems there.
Yeah, they do. There's sometimes a cause and effect. Number one, they're one of the better tackling teams we've seen. Analytically, if you just look at all the numbers, yards after contact, they're near the top of the league. They tackle extremely well. They're strong up front. They play a lot of nickel defense, even to some of your base formations, but they fit the run well. And then when they can get a team one-dimensional, certainly that helps them when they're in the second half with a big lead and teams are having to throw it. So, yeah, this, like I said, this when last week's game ended, we got onto the film, you knew right away then this was going to be an important game and an important week of preparation.
A couple of things that you need to get done today. They give you the best chance.
Yeah, so I bring up turnovers a lot. This has to be absolute ball security game. In other words, last week, and we had a couple fumbles, and look, those guys, we work on ball security.
Yep.
In a game like this, it really tilts the advantage, especially when you're on the road against a team like this. And then, look, I think the situational football, red zone defense, these guys are very good offensively. Can we force field goals? Can we score touchdowns? Those are the things that we pointed to during the week preparing leading up to this game.
Sean, appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you, Dave.
That's Broncos head coach Sean Payton, presented by Ramos Law. Doctor, lawyer, partner. Find out what makes them better at ramoslaw.com. Coming up, we'll get Alfred Williams' thoughts about today's game on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Big R is your home team for farm, home, and ranch supplies. We've got top brands like Carhartt, Ariat, Milwaukee, Yeti, and more to keep you ready for anything this season. Heading into game day, swing by Big R for all your grilling gear from Traeger and Blackstone. Oh, and don't forget the sauces and rubs to take your tailgate to the next level. Plus, we've got the best feeds from Nutrina and Purina to keep your pets in championship form. Score big with same-day delivery at select locations or free in-store pickup at all 37 stores. And shop anytime at BigR.com. Big R, your game day and everyday MVP.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hi, it's Dave Logan for Ameristar Casino Resort Spa in Blackhawk, your one-stop destination for dining, lodging, and entertainment. Ameristar has 940 of the newest slots, a wide variety of table games, and the best sports book that features a 24-foot video wall and 29 HD TVs to watch all the games. Plus, they offer the best loyalty program in the country. An escape to Ameristar is the ultimate getaway. Book your stay today at AmeristarBlackhawk.com. You'll have a great time. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
As the state's largest oil and natural gas producer, Chevron employs your neighbors to help deliver the energy our communities need while teaming up with local organizations and investing millions of dollars to help the communities we call home. At Chevron, we are committed to safely delivering the affordable, ever-cleaner energy that powers Colorado forward. Together, we're fueling Colorado. That is energy in progress.
Start your day in the know with Marty Lenz and Gina Gondek. 5 to 9 tomorrow on KOA.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore as we get you set for the Broncos on the road visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Time for Big Al's matchups as we take a closer look at today's game. Al, when you talk about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson, everybody obviously knows about him. He's been here a long time. Derrick Henry in his first stint as a Baltimore Raven certainly has made a big difference in terms of the running game for the Ravens.
Yeah, he really has, and I think the offensive line benefits from having a guy like Derrick Henry. But I was looking through my notes and just looking back at film, Dave, and there's a guy that we don't talk a lot about that I do believe really helps this team, and it's a fullback, and it's Patrick Ricard, who has 0 carries. But he's 6'3" and 300 pounds as a fullback. That's almost bigger than every defensive lineman that we have on the Denver Broncos football club, and he's their fullback. So, yeah, they're really invested in running the football, and I do believe that Ricard is one of those guys that helps them.
You know what? It's a cool story because Patrick Ricard wasn't drafted, came out of Maine in 2000, I believe it was 2017, with Ravens, and he's been here ever since. And you're right, he's done such a big job. Lamar Jackson throwing the ball this year, 17 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions. What's key for this Broncos defense today in terms of being able to at least slow down the Ravens offensively?
I really believe that the key is making sure that they they locate the tight ends. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely lead the entire NFL in yards from the tight end position, and I do believe that when you run the ball effectively, you tend to lose those tight ends on those shallow crosses and sometimes the deep crosses. So they got to make sure that they locate those tight ends. And the second part of this, Dave, is kind of weird because you don't get a chance to usually see a receiver 2 weeks in a row, but that's exactly what's happening with Deontay Johnson coming over from the Carolina Panthers. Weirdly, last week he was out. This week he's fully healthy and now playing for the Baltimore Ravens. With Zay Flowers, that creates new issues, and I think it's going to be a big job for our secondary in the obvious one-on-one coverages to stay with those talented group of wide receivers and tight ends.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's flip it over and look at the Broncos offense. I made the comment earlier that Bo Nix in the last 5 games has thrown 8 touchdown passes and only 1 interception. That, as you and I know, one of the obvious keys in terms of the Broncos being able to be where they are. He has not given the ball up in the last 5-game stint, with the exception of 1 pick.
Yeah, I think that Bo Nix has really stepped it up, and I really believe the play calling from Sean Payton has really stepped it up. I mean, I think the maturation of Bo Nix, along with brilliant play calling, has led to wonderful results for the Denver Broncos in that second quarter of the season. I'm looking forward to seeing him take more of a traditional role as a quarterback. The last 9 games of this season, he looked so comfortable last week. I'd just like to see another game plan that features our tight ends and make sure that he's comfortable in the pocket. I think he's exactly what we thought he was in training camp if this stays the way it is right now.
Yep, it's going to be a good one here, Al. Enjoy the game.
Man, it's going to be a fantastic one. Go Broncos. Have a great call.
Thanks, appreciate it. That's Big Al's matchups as we are getting you set for a road game, and a big road game indeed. 2 teams that are 5-3. The Broncos on the road here in Baltimore to face the Ravens. We're 20 minutes away from the kickoff. That'll be coming up on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Should you be traveling over the mountains and through the woods anytime soon? Do it in a GMC Denali truck or SUV from Johnson Auto Plaza. The Johnsons are loaded with new Chevy, Buicks, and GMCs, perfect for navigating the snowy Rocky Mountains. Swing by Johnson Auto Plaza. Test drive your next truck or SUV today. Johnson Chevy Buick GMC.com. Johnson Auto Plaza, where first-time buyers become lifetime customers every day. North of E470 on Highway 85. That Verizon startup sound means we're inside 30 minutes till game time. Verizon lets you trade in any phone, any condition, guaranteed for a great deal on a new one with unlimited ultimate.
And a phone trade-in from Apple, Samsung, or Google. Visit a Denver Verizon store today.
Do you fuel your body with beef? Packed with high-quality protein and nutrients, it's perfect for an on-the-go snack or nutritious meal. Sure to keep you energized and strong. Consider beef for a tasty, hearty boost anytime, anywhere.
Brought to you by the Colorado Beef Council.
I'm Hannah Davis reporting on the best in Denver. Our football team is bringing the heat, and so is 888 Heating. 888's preventative care saved me money. Their furnace deep clean and tune-up helped me avoid a breakdown last winter and lowered my energy bills. This service is normally $199, but if Denver wins today, you get a deep clean for just $19.99. Book today for the deal of the season. Visit 888heating.com. That's 888heating.com.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Dave Logan, Big Al, Ryan Edwards. Afternoons at 3 on KOA.
Broncos Countdown to Kickoff is presented by Ortho Colorado, Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital, part of Common Spirit Health. Visit orthocolorado.org. If you're in Denver, a reminder, you can stream today's game on the free iHeartRadio app on your desktop computer at BroncosRadioNetwork.com. We'll have a highlights and a look at the NFL scoreboard on the halftime show. Brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. Let's go inside the numbers. Brought to you by Bank of Colorado. Locally owned community banking since 1978 with over 50 locations statewide. Learn more at bankofcolorado.com. Member FDIC. Well, Tyler Gorse does it again. What a great stat this is from the extra mile. In each of the first 8 games of the season, the Broncos have not allowed their opponents to gain more than 350 yards. The last time Denver did not allow more than 350 yards in each of their first 9 games of the season was 1981. That is an unbelievable stat, and the Broncos will try to keep that going today against a very, very talented Ravens offense. Walking you up to the Broncos and Ravens, and when we come back, we'll head back out to the stadium and check in with Voice of the Broncos, Dave Logan. That is next on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win, breakaway, pick six, three-point shot, underdog win, buzzer beater, shootout, walk-off, and absolutely every play in between is amazing. From football to basketball and hockey to baseball, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado.
There are trucks, then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR for 36 months on GMC Sierra light-duty models. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment 15%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
Children's Hospital Colorado and the Denver Broncos are partners in joy, hope, and child health. Whether it's seeing a child's face light up when their favorite Bronco visits, helping players find strength and courage off the field, or cheerleaders bringing spirit to Children's Colorado care teams. Every small victory is stronger when we achieve it together. Because when we team up, we all win. This year, we celebrate 10 years of partnership with the Denver Broncos. Children's Hospital Colorado. Here, it's different.
Now, in his 35th season on Broncos Radio, Dave Logan.
And a very pleasant good early afternoon from Baltimore, Maryland. Good morning back in the Rocky Mountain region. And we are set for the Denver Broncos on the road facing the Baltimore Ravens. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warden with you. It is a spectacular weather day here in Baltimore, which is frankly a bit unusual given the fact that this is early November, but both teams and us will certainly take it. Let's take a look at today's injury report. That is brought to you by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. A couple of players, both in the secondary, will not play for the Broncos. Of course, Delarian Turner-Yell has been injured and out for quite some time. But P.J. Locke is out today with a thumb injury. He is not active and obviously will not play. Keys to the game coming up with my partner, Rick Lewis.
Well, thanks, Dave. Gap discipline, good tackling, keys to slow down Lamar Jackson and the Ravens running game. Make them one-dimensional
See if Lamar can beat you with his arm. The Denver D needs to force a couple turnovers. That would certainly help. Play a clean game on offense. Let Bo do what he does with some designed runs, some RPOs, connect on some throws downfield. We will see if that's enough to pull off the big upset here today in Baltimore.
Indeed, we will. Both teams 5-3. The Broncos, after losing the first 2 games, have won 5 of 6. But this obviously is a true barometer in terms of where the Broncos are at this point of the season. I don't think even the most optimistic of Bronco fans would have said, especially after the start they had, that coming into the Baltimore game they would be 5-3. But that's exactly where they are. They've not turned the ball over, as we were talking about in the pregame show. Really have done a nice job in terms of not turning the ball over. Bo Nix, since the Tampa Bay game, that was back in the 22nd of September, he's only thrown 1 interception since that game. He's had 8 touchdown passes. Of course, last week had a really good game at home, his best game to date, 28 of 37 against the Carolina Panthers at Empower Field at Mile High. He threw for 284 yards, completed 76% of his passes, had 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. But he's going to have to be that good again today, and the Broncos offense is going to have to find a way to be able to run the ball against, right now, at least statistically speaking, is the top-ranked rush defense in the league. The Baltimore Ravens giving up an average of 70 yards per game on the ground. That ranks number 1 overall. It's going to be a good one. We're excited about it. The Broncos and the Ravens from Baltimore. When we come back, we'll take a look at today's starting lineup on the Broncos offense. First, these messages on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Tuesdays at 5.
Let me get my mic on. Is my mic on?
Don't miss Rod Smith.
Ring of Famer Rod Smith in studio
on KOA Sports.
I'm encouraged that our young quarterback is fighting his tail off. We got to put another great game plan together. We cannot relax. We can't let down.
Broncos Ring of Fame receiver Rod Smith. Tuesdays at 5.
I remember when I was out there, Coach Kubiak put me in position to get the football.
Only on the official home of the Broncos.
We got some rings to back up what we're saying on the show.
KOA.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
Check it out, the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and camera control for easy access. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we have whoever's
got
on
a
line
Milwaukee
4.
comment.
Yeah, well, let's go to line
Milwaukee
4.
comment.
Who's on line 4?
Who on line 4? Who is that?
Go ahead, sir.
Sir.
All right. He doesn't want to
His name, sir?
All right, well, you know what? That wasn't the best back-to-back, but that's okay. 888-SAY-ESPN.
What are we doing, man?
I don't know what's happening in there. That's all right. Everybody gets, maybe the internet's out there where they are as well. Now, the Ravens have been making their claim for the top team in the NFL, but that was until last week when they fell to the Browns in kind of a shocking upset. It's the second time this year the Ravens have lost to a substantially worse team. Lost to the Raiders in week 2, and now this one. What do you make of the fact that Lamar plays his best against these good teams, and then the team will lay up these clunkers against absolutely bottom-of-the-barrel teams?
They can't win without him playing at an MVP level. I mean, I think that's what you see. Like, this is not a team, and even though now you go out and get more playmakers, Deontay Johnson, Derrick Henry, you've been talking a lot about him. I don't think that there is enough around him defensively, even with some of the other pieces they've added, to win big games unless Lamar Jackson is the Lamar Jackson we know him to be. We know that he can be. And this is why people doubt him as a Super Bowl champion.
because you've seen these big moments where he looks like the MVP, but a slight slip, and you're going, who else on this team can change a game? Whereas I think Mahomes is in a scenario where, guess what? He hasn't been great in a lot of moments this year, but that defense is so good, they're staying in games and finding a way to win. We're at a point, and I know you're a big Lamar guy, and I've been supportive of Lamar, and I think he deserves all the praise. He deserves all the praise and support. But we're reaching a point where you go, you got to go and get one, man. Like, if you want to be memorable,
but, I mean, what else do you
20,
want from
30
him?
years from now?
I just looked up his stats. He was 23 of 38 for 289 yards. He had no interceptions. He had a quarterback rating over 80, which is, not great, but still good. He rushed for 50 yards. So he generated 340 yards of offense. It's just the defense gave up 29. Like, why is everything on him? I mean, at some point, here, let me give you the offensive numbers for the Baltimore Ravens this year. They have scored 23, 23, 28, 35, 41, 30, 41, 24. I mean, on some point, isn't that on the Ravens defense? My guy has not scored less than 23 points in any game this year.
You always make this mistake of using logic in these moments with the great quarterbacks, and nobody else does.
I want logic.
But you remember just a couple of weeks ago, people destroying Joe Burrow, who I think at that point had completed like 70% of his passes, and people were saying he wasn't doing enough, right, and losing games. This is what happens when you're viewed as one of the greats, when you're viewed as a top 5 or 6 quarterback in this league. You're supposed to be good enough to overcome whatever you lack. Whatever you're not good at, you're supposed to be so good that it doesn't matter.
He had 17 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and his QBR is second in the NFL behind Josh Allen. I mean, what else do you want from this guy? At some point, you got to look at the defense, because let me read you how many points their defense has allowed in the last few games. 29, 31, 23, 38. Then they allowed 10 to Buffalo, 25, 26, 27. They have only one time held a team to under 23 points. That is on that defense.
That matters a lot. We went into last weekend. I think he was still the MVP favorite. A guy favored to win his 3rd MVP, and I think that could still happen. But we can't talk about Lamar in ways we don't talk about the other greats. We don't care about Josh Allen's defense. We don't care about Joe Burrow's defense. We assume when you are in that top 5, 6 category, that it doesn't matter what's around you, you got to be so good that you don't lose to the Browns.
When Patrick Mahomes does win, no matter what's around him, he's disappointing. Like, I don't know what you want. Lamar plays great. His defense stinks. Lamar's fault. Patrick Mahomes plays okay. Defense is great. Mahomes stinks. I don't know what people want. Like, how do you judge? Is the only way to be a great quarterback for your defense to also be great, and you have no control over it?
I mean, again, you're using this logic thing, and that's not how fans approach these situations, man.
I feel like logic is
he's going to be judged. He will be our Dan Marino if he doesn't get a ring. And I think people are judging him according to that metric.
I don't think he's done anything wrong this year. Zach is in Kansas City. What do you got, Zach?
Need a ring.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys?
What up?
So, yeah, I'm glad you guys bring up Mahomes because, I've been sitting here, and it seems like every single week there's a new team that's better than the Chiefs, even though the Chiefs are still undefeated. And granted, I understand our defense is just playing out of its mind. But if you look at Mahomes, if you actually watch the games, in a big moment, he makes the play. It might not be with his hands. Right. It might not be with his arms, but he makes the play.
Exactly.
And he keeps us, even though he's been making mistakes, right? I looked at a statistic recently that said he's only had 7 throws that were basically, I don't know, I guess, egregious.
Was this barbershop.com? What statistic is this?
Listen,
you just seem very confident.
Don't be mean to Zach. Zach is exactly right. Zach. When a throw needs to be made, Patty M makes the throw. When a catch needs to be made, Travis Kelce makes the catch. Like, Zach, tell these haters to hush. Y'all are winning games. What do you want?
That's what I mean. You want him to be perfect? He's been perfect. He's thrown for 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards in the 16-game season. But also, he's winning. Like,
Thank
what
you,
else do you
Zach.
want
I
out of a
appreciate the
quarterback?
call.
I
You
can
tell
take
him
the
about it,
sack.
Zach.
I'll take the dub.
He's not, though. He's not winning the way he has in the past. They're
But
not
he's winning. Did they look and see? Did they look and see how you won in the past, or did they see the win?
They're not winning with Patrick Mahomes putting him on his shoulders the way that he has in the past. And that's okay. It may not matter. But I'm not going to people listen. Zach calling up being like, I got a stat from my uncle's group chat that says every throw he's ever made is perfect. I'm not buying that either, man. What are we talking about?
Your stats are crazy. I mean, like your standard. Lamar's not good enough because his defense stinks, and Mahomes not good enough because his defense is good. I don't really know what people.
Matt, is history going to care about Lamar without a ring?
History cares about Mahomes, and you criticize him too.
No, but he's got rings. I'm being serious. 25 years from now, how will people see Lamar Jackson if he does get a ring?
He'll be in a group like Marino and those guys, but that's still a very good group. 888-SAY-ESPN.
That nobody talks about.
Well, I'm talking about him. Dan Marino. He was in Ace Ventura. That's good enough for me. We will get you to more of the games getting ready for this weekend, and Myron gets worked up at our callers. That's next here on Countdown to Kickoff.
I'm worked up.
If you missed anything from Matt and Myron today, or maybe you just want to hear it again, check out their podcast, Sunday Morning with Matt and Myron. Like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
Don't miss the game because you're climbing a ladder to clean out your gutters. Whether you're tired of unclogging gutters or you don't even know what your gutters look like, it's time to upgrade to a permanent solution with Leaf Filter. Right now, you can save up to 30% off your entire purchase at leaffilter.com/football. Clogged gutters aren't just a nuisance. They can cause extensive problems like flooding, roof damage, rotting siding, foundation issues, and more. Leaf Filter uses award-winning patented technology to keep out everything but water. Don't miss the game. Protect your home and never clean out gutters again with Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system. Schedule your free inspection and get up to 30% off your entire purchase at leaffilter.com/football. That's a free inspection and up to 30% off at leaffilter.com/football. See representative for warranty details.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
When you guys were dating back in the game, did you expect it to be a certain amount of money before you went out on the date? Did you have like a general sum in mind? Like, okay, if we go out, we get dinner, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't have that in mind, but I mean, if you're going to go out and order market price for things, this is probably going to be a situation where this is the last time I'm taking you out on a date.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2. Carlin versus Joe on ESPN Radio.
Do you think any Spanish-speaking country has ever been doing a sports talk show and been like, hey, listen, we had to pull this. It's this great clip from this Rutgers game this past weekend. Here's Chris Carlin with the American Call.
Carlin versus Joe. Weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and on SiriusXM Channel 80. This is Freddie and Harry.
We're both believers in the good word and the good book. And I'm going to paraphrase. Spare the rod, spoil the quarterback. Mm-hmm. If you're Anthony Richardson, if you're Bryce Young, Carolina, spare the rod, spoil the quarterback.
You bring back my childhood. Got me over here shaking now.
What yesterday?
You know I'm doing this because I love you, right?
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Amber and Ian.
I had such a terrible experience learning to ride a bike when I was a kid and fell off and smashed my mouth and all sorts of stuff so many times in my shell driveway, which I should have never been learning to ride a bike in a shell driveway. I have such horrific PTSD from all of it that I hate to this day riding bikes. Hate it. I'm not good at it. I suck at riding a bike to this day.
Amber and Ian. Weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on SiriusXM Channel 80.
Tony Kornheiser, now weekday mornings at 11 on ESPN 630, the sports capital.
It is
is Countdown to Kickoff here on ESPN Radio, 888-SAY-ESPN, presented by Progressive. Keys to Progress program. We drive veterans and small businesses forward. Got folks here on the line, a lot of them mad at Myron. Myron, you've been very hostile with our audience today. Is everything going all right? You know, you get a little worried. You got election coming up, maybe a little stress in your life, Halloween. What's going on?
I ain't worried about none of that. No, I'm good. It's just Milwaukee people, man. And I've had Milwaukee people DM me who are like, we got your back. So it's just,
where are
I don't get involved in Kentucky
Can I see
things.
these DMs? All right, I want to see
I don't
them.
get involved in Kentucky things. I think you got to stay out of Milwaukee things. That's all. I got Milwaukee.
Somebody just wrote me and said, Matt, at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Lexington, you were quoted this morning, and so I wrote them back and said, what was it? And they said, I will tell you after church, which means they were texting the text machine during church, Myron, to tell me that I was
people
quoted.
in trouble.
Joined us today.
Okay.
Let's see how the Broncos handle one of the kingpins in the AFC. High end-over-end kick, fielded by Marvin Mims, about 4 yards deep in the end zone. Puts his right knee down, and the Broncos moving right to left will start from their 30-yard line.
It's a great football town in the M&T Bank Stadium. Nice stadium, built in 1998, right across the street from Baltimore Orioles' Camden Yards. Also a great baseball town as well. And Babe Ruth was born here in Baltimore. They have a museum you can tour where he was born.
Jaleel McLaughlin, starting running back, the lone back behind Bo Nix, who is under center. He brings little Jordan Humphrey from slot left, in motion wide right. Double tight end set is set right. They toss it right. Here comes Jaleel. Jaleel tries to cut outside and is hit down after a gain of maybe a yard. That was Marcus Williams, one of the safeties, 8-year pro out of Utah, who came flying up, made a knee-high tackle on the diminutive running back of the Broncos. Gain of 1, second down and 9, and the Broncos will go with no huddle. Atkins and Troutman in a wing right. Now Atkins comes in motion. They fake the toss. Bo Nix rolls to his right, throws little Jordan Humphrey. Ball deflected off his hand and up into the air. It is intercepted. Intercepted by Ardarius Washington. Second play of the game, an interception by the Ravens defense. They head down to the end zone to celebrate as a unit and in front of the fans, but a big turnover by the Broncos.
And that's the second game in a row. Little Jordan Humphrey has opened the game with a mistake. That looked like a catchable ball. Hit him in the left hand. He kind of tipped it up in the air for that pick, and got to do better than that.
So the Ravens, moving left to right, start with excellent field position at the Bronco 36-yard line. Jackson with a play fake, sets, dumps the ball in the flat. That ball is caught, and a good job of reeling in the receiver, Rashad Bateman. Bateman caught it in front of Riley Moss, tried to stop and then cut back to the playing field. Moss was right there, tackled at the 35-yard line, gain of 1, second and 9.
Rashad Bateman's their big vertical threat on this team, averaging 19.3 yards per catch. Good coverage there in the flat by Riley.
Jackson's second snap of the game. He's under center. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, now sets behind him. Derrick Henry, his first carry now, running left side. Henry is hit right at the line of scrimmage and leans forward close to the 30-yard line. That was Jonathan Cooper first there for the Broncos, a gain of 4. And it brings up a third down now, 3rd and 6. Let's call it 3rd and 5.5.
Looks like Derrick Henry coming out of the game after that first carry.
And Justice Hill. Hill only a couple of carries last week in that disappointing road loss in Cleveland for the Ravens. 3rd down and 5. Jackson is in the shotgun. He's got Hill to his left, 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left, including tight end Mark Andrews, who resets now. He's attached to the left of left tackle Ronnie Stanley. Shotgun snap. Jackson looks right. Now flush. He's going to be grabbed and hit and sacked back outside the 40-yard line. That's John Franklin Myers. And the Denver defense put in a really tough spot early in this game. Comes up big again.
What a good start here for this Denver defense. Looked like Nick Benito got in on that sack, too. Maybe. We'll see if they give him half of that. But JFM, John Franklin Myers.
That is his 4th sack of the season. It's a loss of 13. It effectively takes Baltimore out of field goal range. And now it's going to be Jordan Stout who will punt this football away. Marvin Mims standing between the hash marks at the Broncos 10. What a great job of the Broncos defense early. Angling toward the Broncos sideline, reverse end-over-end kick, hits at the 8, skips, and is down right at the 2-yard line. Well done by the Ravens punt team. That's 40 yards on the kick, and the Broncos' second possession will start from their 2-yard line. Timeout on the field with 12:12 left in the opening quarter. The Broncos and the Ravens are scoreless on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Hey, Broncos fans, tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the Denver Broncos. 21 plus and present in Colorado. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-522-4700.
You want your care to be personal and your recovery to be remarkable. That's Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. Ortho Colorado's board-certified surgeons and expert nursing staff are specially trained to meet the unique needs of orthopedic and spine patients, so you can be assured you're in good hands. To learn more, visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado, Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Hi, it's Dave Logan for Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Freddy's is my go-to neighborhood place when I crave delicious food served with genuine hospitality. Man, I love going to Freddy's and seeing their support of local community sports teams as well. At Freddy's, you can enjoy fresh, cooked-to-order steak burgers just the way you like it. And don't forget their delicious tater tots, cheese curds, and premium frozen custard. You'll love it. So when athletes or anybody need a post-game pick-me-up, go to your neighborhood Freddy's or order at freddys.com.
Elevate your home with 5280 Stone, Colorado's premier choice for luxury quartz and granite surfaces. From your dream kitchen to a simple counter upgrade, 5280 Stone has the perfect selection of quartz and natural stone counters to fit your project. As the official hometown partner of the Denver Broncos, you can count on the 5280 Stone team to provide you with dedicated service and excellent craftsmanship. Visit 5280stone.com to explore a gallery of material and get inspired. 5280 Stone. Elevate your expectation.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
The Broncos defense comes up big here. 9th drive that an opponent has started past midfield against Denver. Of those 9 drives, including this one here today, the Broncos defense has given up only 1 touchdown. Denver's football's second opportunity, and they're backed up starting from their 2-yard line, moving right to left. Javonte Williams in the game. Jaleel McLaughlin took the first series. Double tight end set. Atkins, the wing left, comes in motion. They run the power right side. Javonte bangs off right guard and works out close to the 5. I'm going to say forward progress to the 4. Call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Today's game broadcast is powered by Chevron Colorado, the human energy company. Tackle there by Kyle Hamilton, the all-world safety for the Ravens.
That sack by John Franklin Myers, only the 13th sack of the year for the Ravens. So
had that been an incomplete pass, Justin Tucker, one of the game's great long-distance field goal artists, would have had a kick from 49 yards. Big play by the Bronco defense. Shotgun time. Nix with a play fake. Deep drop into the end zone. Fires one on the right side. That ball gathered in by Troutman, who turns and steps out of bounds at the 8-yard line in front of Marlon Humphrey. Gain of 4. Humphrey's been banged up this year. Really good player, the cornerback out of Alabama, whose dad, Bobby, was a heck of a player with the Denver Broncos back in the day.
Yeah, Marlon been dealing with a knee injury. They say he could be on a snap count here today. Great player.
3rd down and 4 now. Crowd getting into this one. 3rd and 4. Denver from their own 8-yard line. It was when we approached the 11-minute mark of the first quarter. Shotgun for Nix. Ravens will bring 4. Nix in the pocket. Throws the ball that's low. Down to scoop it up off the ground. And a nice catch by Devon Vele. That ball was thrown very low. Arthur Mollett on the coverage. But
but a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4, and a heck of a catch by the rookie out of Utah.
Yeah, just a simple little out route, and Vele's been one of their most reliable receivers all year long.
That's his 17th catch of the season. Another rookie in the game now. It's Vele, Franklin, and Lucas Kroll outside in, trips right. Sutton is wide left. Shotgun for Nix. 4-man pressure again. Nix looks, throws the ball in the flat. McLaughlin has it, sprints toward the Ravens sideline, and with a waist-high tackle was rolled into the Baltimore sideline at the 19-yard line by Adafe Owe. 2nd down and 4.
Peyton wants to get Jaleel more snaps so far. That's what we've seen here in the first quarter. We'll let Javonte back in the game now.
Sutton tight left. Again, trips to the wide side, right side. Atkins, the outside of those 3 receivers, in motion left. They run it left. And this is Javonte, who lowers his head and shoulders and just powers his way out to the 25-yard line. He's got a first down easily. That was Travis Jones and company for the Ravens, but a good push by the Broncos offensive line. 6-yard gain and first down Denver.
Yeah, that interior line for the Denver Broncos, like road graders out there on that play. Javonte put his head down, just ran right behind him.
Kroll, Vele, and Franklin outside in, trips right. Sutton tight left on this 1st and 10. Vele, the slot, comes in motion. Nix takes a shotgun snap, tries to set up the screen. It's covered. Nix running for his life. Now will stop, look to throw it, and finally does into the Broncos sideline, incomplete. He was chased by Kyle Van Noy right in front of the sideline. That was a play designed to be a screen pass to Javonte Williams with the penalty flag thrown. Javonte was covered, and Bo just took off running, and this is going to be against the Broncos. I'm wondering if there was somebody downfield.
Pass interference, offense, number 16, blocking downfield. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
So that is on Troy Franklin, the rookie out of Oregon. I think in that case, Bo's probably going to be better off just running it. He would have made it back to the line of scrimmage, I believe. Of course, easy for me to say, sitting here. Nobody's chasing me in the booth. But that will cost the Broncos, and it brings up a first down and 20 back at the Denver 15-yard line. 8:57 left, first quarter. We're scoreless in Baltimore. Atkins in front of Javonte Williams in the I formation as Nix will operate under center. Hands it off to Javonte. Javonte with a nice run. Started off right guard, bent it back off left guard, and is pulled down at the 21-yard line by Kyle Hamilton. So that's a gain of 6 on 1st and 20, bringing up a 2nd and 14.
Javonte with a quick burst and a little jump through that hole.
Had 17 carries last week for 44 yards. The Broncos without a huddle. Nix from the gun, takes a snap, throws the back shoulder fade, and Cortland's got it. Cortland out over the 45-yard line. He's got a big first down. Tackled there by Ardarius Washington. Good throw by Bo Nix. The coverage was good, but it's a gain of 26 yards. First down, Denver. And with that catch, and each Broncos catch, First Bank makes a $50 donation to the Colorado Gives Foundation. First Bank, banking for good, member FDIC.
A good coverage here on the near sideline by Brandon Stevens, and both threw that ball before Cortland turned around and made a nice catch.
McLaughlin, the only back behind Bo Nix, who's under center. He's got a trips wide side right with Mims the outside of those 3. Sutton left. Hands it off. Jaleel cuts back, and Jaleel hit from the backside defensive end. That was Adafe Owe. It's a gain of about 3, 2nd down and 7.
You know, it doesn't look like much. He's just so quick. He gets through that line so fast. Picked up 4 yards on the carry.
This drive started on the Denver 2. 2nd and 7 now at midfield. Nix drops to throw. Calmly stands in the pocket. Finds little Jordan Humphrey right between the numbers and the hash marks on the Broncos side. He makes the catch inside the 45-yard line. Spot him close to the 44. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a yard. Call that a gain of 6.
Again, no huddle as Nix is under center. Ravens dig in. Bo takes a snap and burrows himself underneath Alex Forsythe, the center, and I think he should, although we are on the opposite side and in the end zone, but I would say it looked like he got the first down. No signal yet. The referee today is Adrian Hill, and he's going to say he should. He puts two hands up in the air to signal about a foot, and it is fourth down and just that. And Sean Payton, I think, is saying, hey, wait a minute. I wonder if Sean is going to challenge this.
Timeout for measurement.
Yeah, Sean, as he can ask on something that close, asks for a measurement, and more times than not, the officials will grant that. And I thought from here, Rick, he had it, and maybe by half a body, but
I did too. We don't have a great angle here. We're in the corner of the stadium.
And Adrian Hill is right. It is fourth and about an eighth grader's foot. Typical eighth grader's foot.
And they're going to go for it.
Denver's been good on fourth down this 8 of 11. Nix under center. Javonte behind him. Ravens dig in. Nix says something to each side of the offensive line. Brings a man in motion. Flips it right side. Javonte running right side and runs through a tackle, and he's got the first down. That was Roquan Smith who hustled over, made a good tackle, but Javonte with enough power, I believe, right in front of the Broncos bench. Indeed, it is a Denver first down.
And that was a nice burst by Javonte. I thought he was maybe going to come up short. Two Ravens defenders out there.
Tell you what, his knee was down, and Denver ought to hurry to the line of scrimmage if they can. That's very, very close. Denver's at the line of scrimmage, and Adrian Hill is going to stop play now and take a look at this. This is going to be really close. I think John Harbaugh is going to challenge the spot.
Baltimore is challenging the ruling on the field that the runner gained the first down. Timeout.
So we've got a timeout on the field. 5:47 left in the opening quarter here in Baltimore. The Broncos and the Ravens scoreless on the KOA Broncos radio network.
For 55 years, Broncos country has listened.
Rod Smith up. He got it.
To Broncos football.
And welcome to the party, Von Miller.
On Broncos radio.
What a play.
KOA.
First came the wheel. Then came the steam engine. And then came automated investing. Since the dawn of time, people have used technology to make their lives better. And better is what Betterment is all about. While we may not be as famous as the wheel, we did pioneer a better way to invest. Because Betterment knows that being invested in better is pretty much the best investment you can make. Betterment. Be invested.
Investing involves risk. Performance not guaranteed.
Pro-Liberty radio host Ross Kaminsky interviews Republican stalwart and former Colorado GOP chairman Dick Wadhams on Proposition 131.
It's interesting to hear you as a former party chairman come out in favor of this, because right now you've got the chairman of both major parties here in Colorado against it.
What we've seen in the last 10 years or so has been a gradual movement by both parties to their extremes. It just seemed to me that with the dramatically changing Colorado electorate that now has almost 50% unaffiliated voters, that it was time for the political process to catch up with what's going on with the electorate. And that's why I decided to support it. Voters are smart, and they will adapt to this very quickly. I think they will love it once they figure out that it gives them much more choice in determining who wins elections.
Paid for by Yes on 131. Owen Clough, registered agent.
Do you fuel your body with beef? Packed with high-quality protein and nutrients, it's perfect for an on-the-go snack or nutritious meal. Sure to keep you energized and strong. Consider beef for a tasty, hearty boost anytime, anywhere.
Brought to you by the the Colorado Beef Council.
The first snow of the season is coming. Stay in the know with KOA.
Well, it proved to be a good challenge by John Harbaugh as the first down carry by Javonte Williams overturned. Really, really close. But the Ravens are going to take over on their 43-yard line. Today's game is presented by Empower. Take control of your financial future and empower what's next.
It was a nice drive to dig out of that hole. Picked up 3 first downs, keeping Lamar Jackson and the Ravens off the field.
That was a 54-yard drive, again starting on the Broncos' 2-yard line, 11 plays, 6:25 off the clock. And now the Ravens, their second opportunity. Moving left to right, they start at their 43. Henry with the hand on each knee, 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson is under center. Double tight end set, one on each side, a receiver outside those tight ends. They hand it off to Henry off right guard. He patiently looks for a place to run and can't find it. A pack of white jerseys all over him, led by Jonathan Cooper. Denver so far in this game doing a nice job up front, controlling the push of that Ravens offensive line. Call it a gain of maybe 1, second down and 9.
And they swarmed Derrick Henry. 4 or 5 Broncos in on that tackle.
Justice Hill now in the game to the right of Lamar Jackson, who's in the shotgun. 2 receivers wide side right, single receiver left. That is Deontay Johnson. Jackson drops the throw, sets up the screen, lobs one in the air, and this is Justice Hill. Hill gets a block. He's got a Baltimore first down, forced out of bounds by Devin Key into the Broncos sideline. But that is a first down for the Ravens to the Broncos 41-yard line. And a penalty flag comes in. That's a gain of 15.
Holding offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And second down.
That's the 21st holding of the year against the Ravens. And that is left guard Patrick McCary. Not a lot there, in fairness, but it works out for the Broncos. So wipe out that gain of 15. Back the Ravens up, and now it is second down and 19. With the line of scrimmage, the Baltimore 34. Clock is running, 5:23 and counting. First quarter, we are scoreless in Baltimore. Justice Hill stays in the game to the right of Lamar Jackson. 2 receivers on each side of the set. Denver with a 5-man front. They bring 4. Jackson in the pocket. Looks, now bounces around, throws the ball wide open receiver with the catch inside the 35. Makes a Bronco miss, and it's going to be pulled down. That is Nelson Aguilar, the former Raider, with the catch all the way to the Denver 30-yard line. 36 yards, and that was a busted coverage of some sort as he was wide open.
Yeah, the veteran wide receiver somehow got behind 3 Broncos defenders in the back end there. They were all caught kind of just standing around.
He made a move on Jaquan McMillan, I believe. At least initially, that's who had the coverage. Henry back in the game. Ravens first and 10 at the Bronco 30. The handoff to Henry running right side and nothing going. Cody Barton was there. So far, so good in this run defense by the Broncos on Derrick Henry. Baron Browning also in on that tackle. Second down now, no gain of the play, second and 10.
Yeah, they've done a good job, too, making sure Lamar Jackson stays in the pocket when he does choose to throw. Good start for the Denver D.
Under 4 minutes and counting, first quarter. Second and 9, Baltimore from the Denver 29. Shotgun time with 2 receivers on each side of the formation. The splits are condensed. Justice Hill in motion left. The quick throw, wide open 20-yard line, and that will be a Baltimore first down. That ball on a strike to Rashad Bateman. The coverage, the tackle there by Devin Key. Gain of 15. Sticks will move, first and 10 Baltimore. Time for Protecting the Red Zone. Brought to you by Monarch Construction and Roofing. Experts for all your home exterior needs. Visit monarchroofing.com. Derrick Henry back in the game for the Ravens as they now with the first and 10 at the Denver 14-yard line. 3:10 and counting first quarter. They toss it right side. Here comes Henry with a couple of blockers out in front. Henry stiffs arms the defender and then is grabbed by Pat Surtain with some help from Cody Barton. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Henry's best run of the quarter. That is a gain of 7. Now they're going to mark it closer to the 6. One official on this sideline has it at the 6, so call it a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
Ravens come into the game the best team in the NFL in the red zone. Broncos one of the best defenses in the league in the red zone.
Now they move it back to the 7, 2nd down and 3. Straight eye formation. Jackson under center. They were in power right side. Henry runs into an offensive lineman into the end zone, dragging a Bronco defender. Touchdown, Baltimore. That was Brandon Jones, the last defender for the Broncos. Had Henry at about the 2, but had him by only a leg. Could not get the big back on the ground. And the Ravens strike first here in Baltimore with 2:18 left in the opening quarter. It is 6-0 Baltimore.
Yeah, he is so strong. He just ran into a Denver Bronco, bounced off of him, and then just plowed the next 2 or 3 yards into the end zone. Tough guy to get on the ground. You have to wrap him up.
Yeah, actually ran into one of his own offensive linemen. So 57 yards on that touchdown drive. And for Derrick Henry, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point try by Justin Tucker, who was perfect this season, 29 of 29. Snap, placement, kick on the way. It hit the left upright and fell through. Excuse me, the right upright and fell through. So it is good. And with 2:18 left in the opening quarter, the Ravens have a 7-0 lead over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
There's only one sound like the key tumbling the lock open for the first time. One feeling like finally seeing your place after you've emptied all the moving boxes. That moment when 4 walls and a roof become the home you've always wanted. If you're on the search for that special place, we're the community bank that'll help you get there. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
Would you like to own a home? Colorado Housing and Finance Authority can help. CHFA sponsors homebuyer education in English and Spanish to help you move forward with confidence in your purchase. Now, once you're ready, CHFA provides home loans, grants, and second mortgage loans for down payment and closing cost assistance. CHFA, celebrating 50 years of strengthening Colorado by investing in affordable housing and community development. Learn more at chfainfo.com/yourhome.
Hall of Famer Steve Atwater here for Empower, a proud partner of your Broncos. Empower is more than just a name on our stadium. They're a team that'll help you tackle all your money questions and get a clear understanding of your finances. Plus, with the free Empower personal dashboard, you can link your accounts to see your net worth, plan for retirement, and more. It's time to change the game and take control of your financial future. Are you ready to empower what's next? Get started at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower, not an endorsement or statement of satisfaction by a client.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
We're back at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. The Ravens have a 7-0 lead over the Broncos with 2:18 remaining in the first quarter. This breaking the action is brought to you by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. So the Broncos had a good drive of their own, but 4th and short looked like it was converted, and then when John Harbaugh challenged it, Javonte Williams came up a bit short. High end-over-end kick that is fielded by Tremont Smith at the goal line. To the 5, the 10, the 15. Smith runs through a tackle and is out to the 23-yard line. And that's for the Broncos offense. moving right to left, will take over.
And that rushing touchdown by Derrick Henry, quite a milestone. That was number 100 for him in his career. He passes Barry Sanders, 10th all-time in NFL history. Quite an accomplishment.
Quite a difference in stature and running style.
Yes, exactly.
Both great backs. Sanders, one of my all-time favorite backs. Javonte Williams in the game as the Broncos now will deploy 2 receivers on each side of the set. They bring Franklin, the widest of the ones, right in motion, so trips left. Nick's in the shotgun. He'll hand it to Javonte. Javonte patiently waits for a block and then tries to power his way out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. That is a gain of 3, hit there by Trenton Simpson with help from safety Kyle Hamilton. 2nd down and 7. Nick's quick throw left side, knocked away, intended for Troy Franklin, incomplete, and that was Kyle Hamilton. Talking to Sean Payton this week, he had such respect for Kyle Hamilton. He just said, hey, that guy is everywhere. We have to count for him every single snap. That time got the deflection, and it brings up a 3rd and 6, and the Broncos quickly, without a huddle, right to the line of scrimmage. Sutton, Franklin, Vele, outside in, trips left. Troutman standing up to the right side. Nick's deep drop protection is great. Bo decides to run on the right side. Now throws back across the field, and Javonte's wide open at the 40, 45 midfield. Javonte in Baltimore territory like a torpedo inside the 40. Knocked off his feet by Arthur Millette. But Nick, scrambling to his right, had great vision back to the middle of the field and found Javonte Williams all by himself. A gain of 34 yards, 1st down Denver. Broncos quickly to the line of scrimmage. They get the snap off. Nix looks right, decides to run it now, and goes down as he climbed the pocket. Purple jerseys everywhere, and I think Bo smartly got down there. That was Adafe Owe, closest to Nix on that play. Gain of maybe a yard, 2nd down. Again, the Broncos without a huddle. Tight trips right, Sutton left. They hand it off. Javonte makes a Raven miss in the backfield, then is hit from the backside. That was Kyle Van Noy. Van Noy's been a really good player for a long time, 11 years, played college football at BYU.
Broncos starting this game doing a lot of hurry-up. Trying to keep the Ravens defense on their heels.
It also keeps them from being so creative in some of their nickel and dime packages because you can't substitute, obviously, defensively. Here's a big 3rd down and 9. McLaughlin in the game to the left of Bo Nix. 2 receivers on each side. Franklin now the slot left, comes in motion to a trips right. Nix takes shotgun snap. Design rolls to his right, has McLaughlin in the flat, dumps the football to him. McLaughlin gets underneath a Raven right at the sideline. That was Milton, the safety. And depending on, and that's on the far side. Now they're going to say he's out of bounds at about the 37.
Of the first quarter.
Let's see, the 33, excuse me, and he needs to reach the 30. So decision time for Sean Payton, but we've come to the end of the first quarter, and Sean will have a little bit of time to think about it. After 1 from Baltimore, the Ravens lead the Broncos 7-0 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
As the state's largest oil and natural gas producer, Chevron employs your neighbors to help deliver the energy our communities need while teaming up with local organizations and investing millions of dollars to help the communities we call home. At Chevron, we are committed to safely delivering the affordable, ever cleaner energy that powers Colorado forward. Together, we're fueling Colorado. That is energy in progress.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $200 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. Terms and conditions apply.
There are trucks, then there's the truck.
GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR for 36 months on GMC Sierra light-duty models. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment 15%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
I'm Hannah Davis reporting on the best in Denver. Our football team is bringing the heat, and so is 888 Heating. 888's preventative care saved me money. Their furnace deep clean and tune-up helped me avoid a breakdown last winter and lowered my energy bills. This service is normally $199, but if Denver wins today, you get a deep clean for just $19.99. Book today for the deal of the season. Visit 888heating.com. That's 888heating.com.
Broncos Country listens to Broncos Radio. KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, set to start the second quarter. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warden with you. Denver facing a 4th and 4 on the Ravens 33. The Ravens have a 7-0 lead. Today's second quarter is fed by Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Your halftime hunger with the made-to-order steak burger. Order at freddys.com. Empty set for Nix. 4 to the left, single receiver right. As Cortland Sutton with Nate Wiggins one-on-one with him. Shotgun snap. Nix looks left. Floats the ball to Franklin. Can he catch up? He can't. Incomplete in the end zone, and Franklin had him. So the two college teammates last year at Oregon failed to connect, and that's one that Bo wishes he had back because Franklin had a step and a half into the Ravens end zone. That would have been a Denver touchdown.
Arthur Millette on the coverage, and Franklin had him beat, as Dave said, by a mile. Not a good throw there by Bo Nix.
Second series now. The Broncos have gone for it on 4th down in this game. They've come up short twice. So the Ravens take over. 1st and 10, they move right to left, starting this drive on their 33-yard line. Ricard, the fullback, resets in front of Derrick Henry. Henry with a play fake as Jackson in the pocket, rifles one in the middle. That ball is caught, and inside Denver territory, it's going to be a big game for the Ravens. Penalty flag from probably a face mask tackle on Zay Flowers. Flowers, one of the brilliant young receivers we have in this league, a second-year player out of Boston College. 27 on the play and probably an additional 15.
Face mask defense, number 26. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic first down.
Devin Key gets called for the face mask penalty as he wrapped his left arm around Flowers, who's not very big. Zay Flowers, they list him at 5'9", 175. Not sure he's even quite that big. But again, a brilliant young receiver. And the Ravens in business now, 1st and 10 at the Denver 24-yard line.
And Cody Barton had a chance to maybe tip that ball at just over his fingertips in the middle of the field.
You knew this was a game that the Broncos offense would have to be aggressive, have to show up. They have been aggressive, and they've been able to move the ball
correct. First down.
Reasonably well. But that last one on the 3-receiver look, the inside receiver, the middle receiver, I should say, running the fade route, and boy, oh boy, Troy Franklin was there. Got to hit that one. First down, Ravens now at the Denver 24. Play fake. Jackson rolls to his right, sets up, now in trouble. Avoids Jonathan Cooper running for his life. He backpedals and finally buys himself enough time with a stiff arm to Brandon Jones. He was all the way back to the 47-yard line, and he threw that ball away, and now there's a flag deep in the Broncos secondary. This is going to be a holding call, I think, against Denver.
Before the pass, holding defense, number 2. That 5-yard penalty will be forced in the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's Pat Surtain. So that will move the football to the Denver 19. It'll be 1st and 10 Baltimore at that point. The clock is at 14:15. Early here in the second quarter. It is 7-0 Ravens. Just shows you on that play, again, not that we didn't know coming in, but how athletic Lamar Jackson really is.
Two Broncos chasing him.
Flowers in motion from slot left to wide right. Jackson turns, hands to Derrick Henry running right, and the big back just rumbles down close to the 15. Jonathan Cooper there for the Broncos. It's a gain of close to 4, second down and 6.
Yeah, Lamar only sacked 12 times coming into this game. Got sacked earlier by John Franklin Myers, but yeah, he is so elusive. Just makes it look so easy, too.
Pistol set for Lamar Jackson. Henry behind him. Second down and a long 6. They run the option, and Henry went to the right, and Lamar Jackson ran the option to the left. So when he looked to pitch the football, there was nobody there. So Nick Bonito will get credit for the tackle back at the 24-yard line. That was, Jackson's lucky because when he went to pitch it, he just had the composure to look briefly, and there was nobody there, so he held the ball. It's a loss of 8, brings up a third down and 15. Perfect opportunity for this Broncos defense to stop this drive.
Benito had a hold of his right arm, too.
3 left, single receiver right. Justice Hill to the right of Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 15. Can the Denver defense pressure here? They rush 4. Jackson throws the ball, middle of the field, pass caught. Knocked down at the 15-yard line is Rashad Bateman. Hit there by Riley Moss, and Denver's defense doing a nice job because that is 6 yards short of the necessary yardage. 3rd and 15. That's a gain of 9.
Another thing Lamar does really well, gets rid of the ball quickly.
So Justin Tucker, you see this ball spotted far hash at the 23-yard line. This will be an attempt of 33 yards. He's missed only between 30 and 39. He's missed 3 kicks in his career. Snap placement, kick on the way, and it is good. So he's 121 of 124 from that distance in his career. 12:04 left, second quarter. Denver's offense has been able to move it. They got to get it into the end zone. Ravens 10, Broncos nothing on the KOA Broncos radio network.
For 55 years,
The snap to Elway.
Broncos country has listened
And here comes the pass. It's caught by McCaffrey.
to
Touchdown.
Broncos football.
How about that?
On Broncos Radio, KOA.
Love Colorado's beautiful bluebird sky days? So do we at Air Care Colorado. For nearly 30 years, Air Care has been working together with Colorado drivers to help reduce vehicle pollution and keep Colorado's air healthier and safer. You can help too by getting your vehicle inspected during the least busy times of the middle 2 weeks of the month, midweek. Do even more and save time by avoiding Mondays and the last days of the month. Information at aircarecolorado.com or call 303-456-7025. Thanks for doing your share for cleaner air.
An overweight, out-of-control semi rear-ended me. I became a T4 paraplegic. Stephen Berg and Burke Simpson have brought hope to my life. I would highly recommend Burke Simpson.
BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Hey, Bronco fans, Imperial Chinese Restaurant is now a hometown partner of your Denver Broncos. Join us at 431 South Broadway for the freshest, authentic Chinese cuisine in town. And keep an eye out for our future locations opening soon across Denver. On the go? No problem. Imperial Go offers your favorite dishes hot and ready, made with the same quality ingredients that make Imperial Chinese a Denver favorite. Visit ImperialChinese.com for menus and locations. Imperial Chinese, Denver's best and proud hometown partner of the Broncos. Go Broncos.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
Ravens up 10-0, and we're back at M&T Bank Stadium. A moment for mental health. Panic attacks hit hard and fast, and if you suffer from panic attacks, stay where you are, take slow, deep breaths, splash water on your face, and refocus on positive, relaxing images or music. Shut out the stigma. Presented by Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, inspiring courage, building hope. If you're feeling overwhelmed and need to talk, call 303-617-2300.
Lamar Jackson currently 6 for 6 for 89 yards. And the Ravens have a 10-0 lead over the Broncos with 12:04 left in this first half. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Wargin with you. 59 degrees at kick. It's been a spectacularly nice day weather-wise in Baltimore. We have been here. It can be one of the coldest places to play an NFL game, but not today. Justin,
I was going to say, when the breeze blows off that Chesapeake Bay in the winter, it's pretty nasty.
Yep. Tucker with a three-step approach, high end-over-end kick, fielded in the end zone by Marvin Mims, and the Broncos moving left to right will start from their 30.
Bo Nix, 7 out of 10, 86 yards, and an interception, which was a ball that little Jordan Humphrey looked like he should have caught.
Second play of the game.
It tipped it up in the air for the pick.
But the Denver defense came up big because the Ravens started their first possession on the Denver 36-yard line, and a big sack forced them out of field goal range. Let's see if the Denver offense can find a way to get some points here. McLaughlin to the right of Bo Nix. He resets to the left. Takes the handoff running, cuts back, and runs right into a defender as he's spotted down at the 31-yard line. That was Nnamdi Matabike on the tackle. Gain of, let's call it 2, 2nd and 8.
That time he cut back to his right, but if he would have made another quick little jump cut to the right, he had an open hole there. Instead, he ran into the defender.
2nd and 8. Nix from the gun. 3 receivers left, single receiver right. Protection's been good. Play fake. Bo deep in the pocket. Throws the check down. Pass is caught. Javonte has it. Runs straight ahead. Is knocked down at the 40. That should be enough for the first down. Roquan Smith, middle linebacker there, but right at the 40 he spotted. It is indeed first down. A gain of 8. Nix to Javonte Williams.
That's Javonte's second catch of the game. He had that big one earlier for 34 yards on that Nix scramble.
Crowd a bit silent. 1st and 10 Denver from the Broncos 40. The offset eye set left as Nix will operate under center. Play fake for Bo. Protection's good again. He rifles over the middle. Franklin's got it, and he's hit down in the middle of the back and slammed to the earth at the 41-yard line by Brandon Stevens. But a strike there. Bo Nix to Troy Franklin, a gain of 19. First down Denver at the Baltimore 36-yard line.
And Troy Franklin lined up on the right side, found a really soft spot there in the Ravens defense between 3 defenders. Bo put it into a tight window.
Nix under center now on this first down. He brings Franklin from wide right in motion left. They run it left. Javonte is hit by safety Kyle Hamilton as he tried to cut back. And again, the Broncos knew coming in here that Kyle Hamilton was one of the great young players that we have in the league. 3rd-year pro out of Notre Dame, 14th overall selection back in 2022. But they play him in so many different spots. He's big enough at 225 pounds. You can play him in the box in some of your sub packages, and yet rangy enough that he can also play back in the middle of the field. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6, clock at 9:23. It runs here second quarter, 10-0 Baltimore. Mims in game. He's in motion left side. They toss it to Jaleel. Jaleel cuts and tries to patiently wait. Not much there. Roquan Smith, again, able to maneuver his way from the middle of the field to make the tackle right at the 37-yard line of the Ravens. And it brings up a 3rd down and 5. And Denver will go without a huddle, keeping the same unit of the Ravens defense on the field. Shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Bo climbs the pocket, pumps once, makes a miss inside the 25, inside the 20. A feet first slide. He's got a first down with the ball. His feet were to the 20, but the ball spotted at the 21-yard line. That's where Marcus Williams forced him to get down. But a really nice move by Bo Nix. He pump faked Roquan Smith and then ran it for 15 yards. First down Denver.
Bo being Bo.
Back to the line of scrimmage. 2-by-2 the set. Bo, shotgun snap. Looks left, throws left. Diving catch made for That was Cortland Sutton. He makes the catch. He stays in bounds, but he should have a first down to the Ravens' 11-yard line. Brandon Stevens in the area. Another good throw. Gain of 10. Sticks will move, and the Broncos again without a huddle, forcing the Ravens to keep this defense on the field. Shotgun snap, the handoff to, nope, they fake. They throw a pass in the corner of the end zone. That's Cortland Sutton, and a penalty flag comes in, and that's going to be on Brandon Stevens. Excuse me, Devon Vele. That's Cortland Sutton. Brandon Stevens got tangled up with Cortland, and this is going to be first and goal.
Pass interference, defense, number 21. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, which is the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
10-yard penalty, and a good call. Cortland's just too big and strong. Stevens at 6'1" and 215. And we know how physical Cortland can be, especially in the red zone. So first and goal. They'll spot this football just outside the 1.
That was an easy call to make. Even I threw the flag from up here in the booth.
Yes, I saw that. Now you got to get it in. Javonte, the tailback, fullback behind Bo Nix. They hand it to the fullback, and not much there. In fact, will lose yardage. That was Michael Burton, hit by Roquan Smith. Didn't fool anybody. Lost a yard. Second down and goal at the 2.
Yeah, no push at all from the line on that run.
And again, without a huddle, right to the line of scrimmage. High formation. 3 tight ends, extra tackle in the game. Play fake for Bo. Bo in trouble and has to throw it away out of bounds. Complete. He was dumped back at the 17-yard line. Burton, the intended receiver. Good coverage there by the Ravens, and it brings up a third down and goal at the 2.
You know, as Bo Nix gets more comfortable learning this offense, they can run more hurry up like they've been doing here today so far in the first half. And he seems pretty comfortable with it.
Broncos take out their heavy package, and now they get back into 11 personnel, 1 back, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Denver's 3 of 5 on third down. Javonte, the lone back behind Bo Nix, 2-by-2 the set. Now he brings Vele in motion, tight trips right, play fake, Bo in trouble, throws the ball to the back of the end zone, one-handed attempt, incomplete. Little Jordan Humphrey was at the back of the end zone, but had he even caught that ball, would have landed out of bounds. And it looks like Sean has decided to go for it again. Atkins on his way in, Mims on his way in. Vele comes out and Troutman comes out. 4th down and goal from the 2. Boy, oh boy, they need to score here. 7:21 left, first half. Baltimore ahead, 10-0. The Broncos on the Ravens' 2-yard line. Nix in the gun. Javonte to the right. Lifts the knee twice. Takes the snap. Hands it off. They reverse it to Cortland Sutton, who has Bo Nix in the end zone. Nix makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver. The Philly special. Bo Nix to Javonte Williams, who lateraled it to Cortland Sutton, running left to right. Sutton then floats one to Bo Nix, who goes up on a contested catch. Makes the catch and lands in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton now 4 for 4 as a quarterback, throwing the ball on another trick play. Cortland throws a fade in the corner of the end zone.
Bo Nix went over the top of safety Marcus Williams. Actually, the Ravens had it covered fairly well as the extra point try is up, and it is good. Heck of a drive, and 4th down and goal. The Broncos had been 0 of 2 on 4th down in the first half. They're now 1 of 3. An important conversion, to say the least. Timeout with 7:15 left in the first half. The Ravens lead now is 10-7 over the Broncos. AOA Broncos Radio Network.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows? Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies. And Pella windows and doors are built to perform just like your football team on game day. Right now, buy one window and get another at 50% off. Plus, no payments and no interest for 12 months. Visit Pella.com today. That's Pella.com. Pella, your trusted partner for a more beautiful home and a winning choice, whether it's for your windows or your football team.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Attention contractors, ready to tackle your concrete projects? Rocket Supply is the go-to for all things cutting, coring, grinding, shot blasting, and sealing. With 150 years of know-how, Rocket Supply offers equipment rentals, repairs, sales, and training. Check out top brands like Makita, Husqvarna, and Prosoco. Plus, don't miss the big Makita giveaway. And check out the new MacTrack storage system. Rocket Supply, just off Santa Fe and I-25 at 695 South Jason Street.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no Ent ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He tapped his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at ent.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
The first snow of the season is coming. Stay in the know with KOA.
Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. Good to have you with us on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Broncos Ravens on the official home of the Denver Broncos. KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
10-7 Ravens over the Broncos, 7:15 left in the first half. For each Broncos touchdown, the Berg Simpson Law Firm makes a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers changing lives. Chris Collier and Justice Hill deep. This is Collier at the 7 to the 15, the 20, runs to an arm tackle, runs to another arm tackle, and is out over the 35-yard line. So Denver special teams units have been very good this year, but some shoddy tackling on that return. So the Ravens will start moving right to left on their own 37-yard line. Chevy sideline report here, Susie.
Dave, as you can imagine, the sideline was extremely happy after Cortland's pass to Bo Nix, and that would be Bo's first receiving touchdown in the NFL, so that ball has been put in safekeeping with Flip, the equipment manager.
The Godfather.
Yes.
The Godfather has that football, and nobody will get it except Bo Nix. Lamar Jackson under center with a play fake, sets in the pocket, forced to throw the ball on the run. That ball is caught. Nice catch by Zay Flowers inside the Broncos' 40-yard line. Riley Moss about a step behind. A good catch on a pass that was high, but as we talked about Zay Flowers, I think one of the great young receivers we have in this league. That is a catch of 23 yards, first down Ravens.
Lamar Jackson, obviously one of the best athletes in the league. He just makes it look so easy throwing on the run.
Henry 7 yards behind Jackson, who is under center. Ricard, the fullback, now resets into the conventional I. They toss it right side. Here comes Henry, who's hit and pulled down. Good open field tackle. That was Quan Alexander. And normally, you see Derrick Henry break tackles when he starts to get ahead of steam, which he did on that play. But not the case. That is a gain of 5, second and 5.
And Sean Payton loves Quan Alexander. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of him. That was a good block there on the edge by their fullback, Patrick Ricard.
All 304 pounds of him. Shotgun time for Lamar Jackson. Second and 5. Clock at 5:52 and running here. Second quarter from Baltimore. The Ravens lead the Broncos 10-7. They hand it off running left side. This is Derrick Henry, who lost his footing. He was trying to reach out and put his hand on the back of Ronnie Stanley and just lost his footing a bit and went down. Might have got his feet tied up, but goes down. Give him a half-yard gain on the play. Here's a big third down. 3rd and 4 from the Denver 34-yard line. Hill, the receiving back on third down to the left of Lamar Jackson. Tight trips left. Hill started in motion to try to tell Lamar what the coverage is. He returned to the left. Jackson in the pocket. Floats one down the sideline. Wants Justice Hill. Hill is there and makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Jonah Ellis on the coverage, but a big play on 3rd down and 4 will set up the Ravens with a 1st and goal situation. A gain of 24 yards.
Well, that's tough coverage, too, for Broncos edge rusher rookie Jonah Ellis, and Lamar Jackson with a perfect throw.
See if the Denver defense can stop the Ravens. 1st down and goal from the 8. Left side run is Derrick Henry. Takes a big shot. Kept his feet and worked down close to the 7. That was DJ Jones of the Broncos. 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, DJ Jones, one of the few guys on the Broncos defense, bigger than Derrick Henry. And he puts a big hit on him. You don't see Derrick Henry go down like that too often.
The play is on the opposite end. We are in the end zone, looking almost directly behind the Ravens offense. Jackson in the shotgun on the 2nd down and goal. Zay Flowers from right to left in motion. Jackson takes shotgun snap, pumps once, throws a ball that is low and not caught on the sideline. That was Flowers after he came in motion. He went right to the sideline, just turned around and stood. He was the check down there, and Lamar jumped up a little bit when he tried to throw the ball incomplete. That's the first incompletion of the game by Lamar Jackson. Surtain was in the area, and it brings up a 3rd down and goal from the Denver 7.
Lamar 8 out of 9 for 136 yards.
Justice Hill to the left of Jackson. 2 receivers on each side of the set. Can the Denver defense stop him here? 3rd and goal at the 7. Snap. Jackson deep drop. Bounces around. Avoids edge pressure. Now rolls to his right. Throws the ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is Zay Flowers in the back of the end zone. Jaquan McMillan was on the coverage. Lamar Jackson climbed the pocket, got away from edge pressure to his right, and then definitely just moved down right before he got to the line of scrimmage, buying himself some time. Zay Flowers uncovered in the back of the end zone. 7-yard touchdown pass from Jackson to Flowers, and the Ravens lead is extended to 16-7.
He double pumped. Looked like he maybe would have been able to run it in from there as well.
It shows 22-7 on the scoreboard. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here in Baltimore. Maybe too many crab cakes. Extra point is up and good by Justin Tucker. 17-7. Ravens over the Broncos. We'll take a timeout with 3:57 left in the first half on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
PS2.
Pat Surtain II.
Pat, it's really great to catch up with you
on KOA Sports. 3:30 Fridays.
Presented by your Colorado Buick GMC dealers.
Yeah, we're looking forward to make a run. I mean, when you can make a run this type of time of the season, you're creating a very special team.
PS2.
Our common goal is to reach that next step, which is playoffs.
Exclusively on the official home of the Broncos.
Knocked away by Pat Surtain.
KOA.
Hi, this is Marvin Mims, wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. We all want to be the best version of ourselves, but life struggles can make that seem impossible. With the right support system, you'd be amazed what you can achieve. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or just need someone to talk to, Aurora Mental Health and Recovery can help. Visit auroramhr.org to get the help you need. That's auroramhr.org. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, inspiring courage, building hope.
Dr. Joseph Ramos, MD, doctor, lawyer.
In automobile crashes, the spine is frequently injured. There are all types of spinal injuries that we see frequently, that I treated frequently in the hospital as a medical doctor, and that I frequently represent people for here in our law firm. Why does it matter? Simply put, an understanding of the medicine is everything. And that's why if I were ever injured and I had to select an attorney, it would matter to me that somebody had a spine sitting with them and they actually understood what it meant.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
55 years of Denver Broncos football, exclusively on KOA.
Ravens up 17-7. And today's game brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Broncos. And Bo Nix, when he caught that touchdown pass, became the first Broncos player since Emmanuel Sanders in 2018 to record a passing, rushing, and receiving score in the same season. First quarterback since John Elway, going all the way back to 1986.
Pretty good company.
I would say so.
I would think if you're a Denver Broncos quarterback, anytime you could be mentioned in the same sentence with John Elway, it'd have to be good. Very high kick, end over end. Traymon Smith, a yard deep, decides not to bring it out. Takes the knee, and the Broncos moving left to right, or in our case, directly at us. We'll start from their 30-yard line. 17-7 Ravens with 3:47 left in the first half.
Well, Denver needs to answer here. Ravens will get the ball to start the second half. They need to stay in this game. It's been a weird first half. Broncos have racked up a lot of yards here in this first half. 169 to the Ravens 156. Only 7 points to show for it.
Bele was in a trip set left. He comes now in motion to a slot right. So 2-by-2 the set for Nix in the shotgun. You get a safety blitz. It is picked up. Nix bounces around, has forever, throws the ball that Bele has knocked away at the 37-yard line. Incomplete. Ball knocked away by Trenton Simpson. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Protection really has been very, very good today for Bo Nix.
Yeah, and he's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league, avoiding sacks all season long.
And that was Kyle Hamilton on the blitz. 2nd down and 10, shotgun snap. Bo throws the ball that is deflected at the line of scrimmage, intended for Javonte Williams. Incomplete. Ball knocked down by Broderick Washington. Big nose tackle. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Man, you need a play here. You can't afford to kick the ball right back to the Ravens offense.
That one was going to go for pretty good yardage. Let's see what Sean Payton dials up here. 3rd down and 10. 2-by-2 the set. Nix faces 4-man pressure, bounces around, throws the ball. He's got an open receiver and a catch out over the into Ravens territory at the 40-yard line. I mean, Cortland Sutton was all by himself. Brandon Stevens wasn't in the area code. He makes the tackle, but a strike there of 33 yards.
And that's the play they needed right there. Cortland lined up in the slot, wide open on the far sideline, had his hand raised. Here I am, get me the ball. And Bo did it.
Well designed there by the Broncos offense. Here comes Javonte running left to right. He's upended right at the 35-yard line. Knocked off his feet there by Roquan Smith. Short gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8. Clock is at 2:50. It runs. Both teams have all 3 timeouts here in the first half, and the Ravens with a 17-7 lead.
Bo now has 156 yards in the air with that 1 interception.
Need to get points. You'd love a touchdown, but you need to get points here. Sutton lined up in a slot right, now is reset wide left. Williams behind Nix, who will operate under center on this 2nd down and 8. Brings Lil Jordan Humphrey in motion. Play fake for Nix. Nix climbs the pocket, eludes one, and he's loose out of the 25, inside the 25 to the 23-yard line with a head first dive. That's a first down. Good job there. Simpson will touch him and make sure he stays down, or he is called down, but that's a run of 12 yards by Bo Nix. And the Broncos have something cooking here as we roll to the 2-minute mark in Baltimore. 2 minutes left, first half from M&T Bank Stadium. The Ravens 17, the Broncos 7, but Denver 1st and 10 on the Ravens 23-yard line when we come back on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good? Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Keep your business connected with Comcast Business Internet and Wi-Fi backup. Or get started with reliable internet and advanced security for $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying internet package. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 11/17/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 150 megabit per second internet and security edge. EcoBill and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
Does your hunger make it feel like there's a bucking bronco in your belly? Then smash that football halftime hunger with Smash Burger. No microwaves, no freezers packed with mystery meat. Smash Burgers are made with certified Angus beef from family farms like Walter Angus in Colorado. Juicy, flavorful, and always fresh because no one wants a boring burger. Head to your local Smash Burger or order now at smashburger.com. Smash Burger. Eat like no one's watching.
Local news, local talk with Ross Kaminsky. Weekdays, 9 to noon on KOA.
We're back at the 2-minute warning here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. 2-minute warning presented by Delta Dental of Colorado, reminding you to brush your teeth 2 minutes twice a day to keep your smile power strong. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. Beautiful day here in early November in Baltimore. Ravens lead the Broncos 17-7. The Broncos with a 1st and 10 at the Ravens 23-yard line. Empty set now, 3 to the left, 2 to the right as Nix will operate in an empty backfield. Ravens with 4 defensive linemen. Nix lifts his right knee, 4-man rush, quick throw right side. Mims has it. Mims breaks one tackle, hit by a hustling lineman right at the 20-yard line. That was Broderick Washington. That's the nose tackle who hustles down the line of scrimmage and prevents Mims from gaining a full head of steam. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Trying to get the ball to one of their potential playmakers there, Mims with a lot of speed. And that play got blown up a bit.
Broncos want to score. They also want to take all that time off the clock. Under 90 seconds and counting here. Mims from trips right to a slot left look. Nix under center. Hands it off to Javonte in a trap. Javonte inside the 15. He's got a first down to the 12-yard line. That was Arthur Millette who makes the tackle, but on a trap. That's an 8-yard gain for Javonte Williams, and he got a good block there. I believe that was Nate Atkins, Rick, the tight end, who we used to call it the wham. He comes in motion and then winds up blocking one of the defensive linemen just long enough for Javonte to squeeze through.
The old wham play. Yeah, Nate Atkins, really versatile player for these Denver Broncos on offense. Caught his first touchdown pass of his career last week. Broncos chewing up some clock here, and it'd be great if they could get in for a score.
The Ravens thinking the same thing, have called the timeout. 1:20 left. They don't want the Broncos to use all the time here. Want to give Lamar Jackson some time to operate the Ravens offense if you're John Harbaugh. So the Ravens now with 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10 Denver at the Baltimore 12-yard line. This drive starting on the Broncos 30. Pistol set, McLaughlin directly behind Bo Nix. Tight trips left, Sutton wide right. Bo Nix looks right, now floats it out. This is a design play to Jaleel. Jaleel makes somebody miss and steps out of bounds right at the 10, maybe the 9. That was Hamilton and Washington, 2 safeties for the Ravens that were converging on him. Gain of 3. That's a design screen with Michael Burton out in front trying to get a block. Gain of maybe closer to 4, to tell you the truth. Now they're spotting him at the 9, so let's call it 3. 2nd and 7. Stopping the clock with 1:14 left. Javonte now in the game for Jaleel. Broncos quickly break the huddle and sprint to the line of scrimmage. Nix with an I formation behind him, killed the play, hands it off to Burton on that quick hitter. I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking there. Same result, no gain in the play. Kyle Hamilton was there. And the Ravens take their second of 3 timeouts with 1:10 left, and the Broncos with a 3rd down and 7 from the Ravens' 9-yard line. We invite you to stay tuned for the halftime show that is brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. You can learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. I mean, you do want to make the Ravens use a timeout for sure, and I guess you accomplished that. But now it's 3rd down and 7. 10th play of the drive. Broncos offense has been able to move the ball here in the first half against this Ravens defense. Here's a crucial 3rd down and 7. They need to reach almost the 2-yard line. McLaughlin to the right of Nix. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Ravens dig in with a 5-man defensive front. Roquan Smith, the linebacker, in the line of scrimmage. Now he backs out, so it looks like a 4-man rush will be on its way. 4-man rush. Nix in the pocket. Pocket starts to break down. He climbs the pocket. Now running for his life. Penalty flag thrown. Nix is 5. Nix into the end zone. Touchdown Denver. But I think this is going to come back. They're going to get a holding call. When Nix broke contain, the penalty flag came out of the pocket of Adrian Hill.
Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
That's a tough one on Garrett Bowles because you're pass blocking, not expecting your quarterback to break contain and run outside you. Now, in fairness, Bo had to do what he had to do because protection was starting to break down. So, unfortunate, that wipes out the touchdown for the Broncos, and it sets them up in a 3rd and 16 now from the 19-yard line. 1:03 left, first half, 17-7 Ravens. Crowd making some noise. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Now Kroll, Bo Nix brings in tight left. Javonte resets to the left of Nix. Ravens, 4-man rush. Nix in the pocket. Floats one in the vicinity of Franklin, well over his head, and a penalty flag thrown. And this, I think, will be a false start against the Broncos, which, frankly, is good news because that ball landed out of bounds, and it would be 4th and 16.
Illegal formation offense. Number 85 was covered up. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Well, I thought they killed the play with a false start, so they gave the false start signal, but illegal formation, and that is not that signal, so the play will count, and the Broncos are going to have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Sean Payton immediately goes up to Kroll, does what he does, coaching, learning. Still learning. All these young players on this football team.
This ball will be spotted between the hash marks at the 27-yard line. An attempt of 37 yards. Kick on its way, and it is good. So Will Lutz from 37 yards out with 54 seconds left in the first half cuts the Ravens lead to 17-10. We'll take a timeout on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Hello, Colorado. It's the man in the van for Good Times All Natural Burgers and Frozen Custard, talking today about our newest Bambino burger, the Bambino Supremo. Why Supremo? Well, for starters, this Bambino has bacon. Bacon's pretty Supremo. And it has melted white American cheese. That's pretty Supremo, too. And, of course, the delicious all-natural beef Good Times is famous for. We wanted to call it a Bambino Supremo, but it didn't fit on our drive-thru menu. So it's just Bambino and one Supremo for a limited time at Good Times.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. Now that we're officially back in school and back to football season, you're probably feeling the demand that's back on your home internet service. Now is the time to upgrade your online life with a plan that's built for you by Quantum Fiber. Let me introduce you to smart internet from Quantum Fiber. With smart speeds, smart reliability, and a smart experience, Quantum Fiber delivers fast connections that make the grade. Order now at quantumfiber.com. Quantum Fiber, internet that's everything you imagine and then some. Limited availability, service in select locations only. quantumfiber.com.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no Ent ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He taps his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at ent.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
Broncos react after the game, and more reaction tomorrow at 3 with KOA Sports.
37-yard field goal by Will Lutz, 17-10 Ravens. That kick brought to you by Good Feet Arch Supports. Kick off this season feeling pain-free with Good Feet Arch Supports. Stop into a store near you for a custom fitting.
Chris Collier and Justice Hill back at the Ravens goal line and waiting the kick of the Broncos' Will Lutz, 17-10. As Rick said, with 54 seconds left, Ravens are going to get the ball. They have a timeout. I think this will be a case where Lutz will power this football as deep as he possibly can. That's exactly what happens. Lands 8 yards deep, actually checks up. Hill goes back, picks it up with his right hand, takes the right knee, and the Ravens moving right to left will start at the 30-yard line.
Denver with 230 yards of offense in the first half. 156 for Baltimore. They've held Baltimore to 24 yards rushing. This is the number one team in the NFL rushing. So far, so good on that side.
Broncos have had 5 possessions in the first half. 3 of those 5, they've had 11 play drives. Now you got to make sure Baltimore doesn't get late first half points. They set up a screen. Justice Hill. Hill maneuvers his way out of the 40-yard line, grabbed and pulled down after the 12-yard gain at the 42 by Devin Key. Ravens now hurried to the line of scrimmage. Clock is at 40. It runs. Back at the line of scrimmage, 2-by-2 the set. Lamar looks left, now in trouble, steps away from pressure, outruns a defender, being chased by Zach Allen, and he throws the ball away, and a penalty flag thrown, and they may get Riley Moss on a holding call against Zay Flowers. Zach Allen was running for all he was worth. So was John Franklin Myers, but you're chasing one of the elusive
before the pass,
quarterbacks in the
holding
league.
Defense, number 21. That 5-yard penalties enforced in the previous spot, automatic first down.
So Riley Moss trying to cover Zay Flowers. And again, when Lamar Jackson can extend the play, makes it really tough on the Broncos secondary because you have receivers that have been schooled on how to get open, what areas of the field based on which direction Lamar runs to get open. And they get the holding call. First down. Jackson with the play fake in the pocket. Throws the ball to the middle of the field. Flowers has it wide open inside the Denver 30. Pulls away down the sideline. And you kidding me? Zay Flowers scores a touchdown with 16 seconds to go. An absolute killer. 53 yards on the play. And it's 23-10 Baltimore.
Once again, he threw that ball just over the hands of Cody Barton and missed tackle about the 26-yard line. A couple of Broncos around Flowers and couldn't get him on the ground.
So instead of trying to make sure they don't move the ball into field goal range, the Ravens go 70 yards, and they're going to get a touchdown late in the first half. They also get the ball to open the third quarter as Justin Tucker with the extra point up and good. 16 seconds left, 24-10, Baltimore.
Well, that's a killer right there, Dave, as you said, and Lamar, 11 out of 12, 208 yards in the first half with 2 touchdowns.
It's the same play that they've run before. they've had big yardage both times that they've hit that. A 70-yard drive in 2 plays, taking 38 seconds off the clock.
That was Devin Key, who's playing for P.J. Locke here today. Really should have got him on the ground.
Flowers' second touchdown reception of the first half. He came into the game with 1 touchdown in the first 8 games. So Denver has all 3 timeouts left, but only 16 seconds to work. Mims and Smith back deep for the Broncos. Ravens have been very good in the last 2 minutes of the first half, including today. That's 7 out of 9 games the Ravens have scored. High kick to Smith at the 1. Tremont to the 5, 10, 15, 20. Tremont out over the 30-yard line, and Tremont Smith pulled down, looks like the 33, with 11 seconds left.
Been a strange first half. Some really missed opportunities and missed plays from the Denver Broncos. Put them in a tough spot here. Down 14 going into the half. 11 seconds to go. It looks like they're going to take a knee here.
That's exactly what they will do. Broncos take a knee, and we've come to the end of the first half here at M&T Bank Stadium. Well, the last minute of action, not very good for the Broncos. 2-play, 70-yard drive by the Ravens for a touchdown. And at halftime from M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, the Ravens enjoy a 24-10 lead over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
BetMGM has a special first bet offer for Broncos fans this season. Download the BetMGM app, then place your first wager. If you don't score, you'll get your wager back in bonus bets up to $1,500. Only at BetMGM, an official partner of the Denver Broncos. Gambling problem? See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus. Colorado only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's only one feeling like lighting that open sign for the first time. Like deciding whether or not to frame that first dollar. Like knowing every customer by name when they walk through the door. Whether you're starting from scratch or from a century of tradition. Every business deserves a bank that's been growing communities for generations. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Member FDIC.
There are trucks, then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR for 36 months on GMC Sierra light-duty models. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment 15%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Save me that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx users are compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
Welcome to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. The Broncos trailed the Baltimore Ravens 24-10 at half, and it went like this. Broncos started with the ball. First pass interception off a tipped ball. Ravens get the ball back, but John Franklin Myers with a sack helped keep the Ravens off the scoreboard. Broncos go turn the ball over on downs the next drive, and then Baltimore getting the ball back. They did not miss this time.
Jackson under center. They were in power right side. Henry runs into an offensive lineman into the end zone, dragging a Bronco defender. Touchdown, Baltimore. That was Brandon Jones, the last defender for the Broncos.
Broncos in a 7-0 hole. The Broncos get the ball back. They move the ball again and turn the ball over on downs. Ravens settle for a field goal. This time, the Broncos now in a 2-hole deficit. They come back down the field, and it was a touchdown pass from Cortland Sutton.
Lifts the knee twice, takes the snap, hands it off. They reverse it to Cortland Sutton, who has Bo Nix in the end zone. Nix makes the catch. Touchdown, Denver. The Philly special.
That was a great play. Now, Baltimore up 10-7. Ravens, they're not done.
Snap. Jackson deep drop. Bounces around, avoids edge pressure. Now rolls to his right, throws the ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is Zay Flowers.
So Baltimore up 17-7. The Broncos settled for a field goal on their subsequent drive. Ravens didn't have a lot of time left, 54 seconds, but they didn't need it. They needed only 38.
Throws the ball to the middle of the field. Flowers has it. Wide open inside the Denver 30. Pulls away. Down the sideline. And you kidding me? Zay Flowers scores a touchdown with 16 seconds to go. An absolute killer.
It was, and that brings us to our score, 24-10 at halftime. For each touchdown, the Broncos scored. The Berg Simpson Law Firm will make a generous donation to Craig Hospital. Berg Simpson, good lawyers changing lives. This is the halftime show brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. Let's check the fast stat presented by Xfinity Sports Zone. All things sports, all in one place. The Broncos have actually done a pretty good job with time of possession. They've done a pretty good job moving the ball. Bo Nix, 12 of 20, 159 passing yards. Does have that one interception, and they've rushed for 68 yards so far on the ground. But it's really the passing game for Baltimore that's just breaking the backs of this team. 11 receptions for 208 yards for Jacksonville, and that's kind of the story of this one. But the defense is doing a great job against Derrick Henry in the run. 10 carries, 24 yards, averaging 2.4 per carry. The NFL Scoreboard Update brought to you by the Colorado Beef Council, proudly representing the farming and ranching families of Colorado. Right now, in the early slate, this is what it looks like. The Falcons holding on to a 14-10 lead over the Cowboys. And we're at halftime of that game. Bills trailing the Dolphins 10-6. The Bengals and the Raiders. The Bengals have been pretty good.
Chase Brown lines up to the right of Burrow. Quick snap. Burrow begins rolling right. Looking into the end zone. He throws. Caught on the back line. Touchdown. Nice. Chase Brown near the back right pylon.
Bengals Radio Network. This has been the halftime show brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. Get you back to the stadium for the second half next on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Hi, this is Marvin Mims, wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. Life can be overwhelming for anyone, but you don't have to deal with things alone. Whatever you're dealing with, it's okay to not be okay. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery can help. Every day they see people tackle addiction, anxiety, depression, and even more through compassionate care and treatment. Reach out to get a professional on your team. Visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery. Inspiring courage, building hope.
It's time to review the top 3 highlights of the day. I'm joined as always by my co-anchor Snoop.
Hey, what up, though?
Snoop, number 1 has to be getting the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence at T-Mobile.
Yeah, you should hustle down to T-Mobile like a dog chasing a squirrel, chasing a nut.
Nice analogy, Snoop. Dogs do love to chase squirrels.
And squirrels love to chase those nuts.
On to highlight number 2, at T-Mobile, families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
That is very impressive. You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing with my savings, Snoop. Now, take it away, Snoop.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on them. Now drop that jingle.
24-monthly bill credits eligible trade-in on Go 5G Next. Well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits, and credits stop and balance on required finance agreement too. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
This is KOA News on Broncos Radio.
Now this Broncos halftime news update. The race for the White House coming down to the wire. Former President Trump and running mate J.D. Vance hit battleground states Pennsylvania and North Carolina today for separate events. Trump ends his day in Georgia. Meanwhile, fresh off a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live, Vice President Harris rallies in Michigan today. 6 people hurt and some 40,000 without power after 3 tornadoes ripped through the Oklahoma City area this morning. Daylight saving time is over, and for some that leads to anxiety, but there are ways to cope.
Even when you don't want to, make sure that you are engaging with your friends and family and keeping yourself busy with social events.
Mental health practitioner Susan Kersey. Boeing machinists will vote on a new contract offer tomorrow that could end a 7-week-old strike. The union for 33,000 workers endorsing a tentative deal that would offer 38% wage raises over 4 years, but without a pension plan workers want. David Kale on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Big R is your home team for farm, home, and ranch supplies. We've got top brands like Carhartt, Ariat, Milwaukee, Yeti, and more to keep you ready for anything this season. Heading into game day, swing by Big R for all your grilling gear from Traeger and Blackstone. Oh, and don't forget the sauces and rubs to take your tailgate to the next level. Plus, we've got the best feeds from Nutrina and Purina to keep your pets in championship form. Score big with same-day delivery at select locations or free in-store pickup at all 37 stores. And shop anytime at BigR.com. Big R, your game day and everyday MVP.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
We could say we're committed to protecting Colorado's environment and improving air quality, but we'll let our actions speak for themselves. We were the first to require water sampling. We were the first to regulate methane emissions. Our regulations are the strongest in the nation, and they're working. We're the oil and natural gas industry, and we're committed to a cleaner Colorado. Brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn more at cred.org/air.
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
The first snow of the season is coming. Stay in the know with KOA.
It is halftime from M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. The Ravens enjoy a 24-10 lead over the Broncos. Halftime brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. You can learn how natural gas is our clean energy future at cred.org. That is CRED.org. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Wargin with you. The Broncos able to move the football here in this first half of action in Baltimore. They had 229 yards of total offense, 221 for the Ravens. Denver had 19 more snaps of offense than did Baltimore. 42 offensive snaps for the Broncos, 23 for the Ravens. And yet, in Denver, 4 of 8 on third down for 50%. The Ravens, 2 of 4. But a late first-half touchdown by Baltimore, 70-yard drive in 2 plays. So instead of being down 17-10 at halftime, the Ravens enjoy a 14-point halftime margin. Bo Nix in the first half was 12 of 20 for 159 yards. He was sacked only 1 time. Did have an interception. That on the second play of the game. The Broncos defense, after seeing Baltimore start their first possession from the Broncos 36, able to force a 3-and-out, a big sack, forcing the Ravens out of Justin Tucker field goal range. But the next 4 possessions for the Ravens, all scores. And it's 24-10. Lamar Jackson in that first half, 11 of 12 for 208 yards. He was sacked 1 time, did have 2 touchdown passes, both of those to Zay Flowers. and has a perfect quarterback rating of 158.3. Second half kickoff today sponsored by Advent Health, Avista, Castle Rock, Littleton, Parker, and Porter. Advent Health, helping you kick cancer close to home.
Baltimore only 24 yards rushing, Dave. They average 200 yards a game, which is number one in the league. So the Broncos have done a great job shutting that down. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens try to crank up their run game here in the second half. Lamar Jackson, a little beat up coming into this game. You could see he's been reluctant to pull the ball down and run. He has just one carry in the game for -8 yards.
Ravens able to big play the Bronco defense in that first half. They had 5 snaps of offense that were for 20 yards or more. Broncos, to their credit, had 3 of their own. But now, second half of action, and the Ravens get the football. So important for this Broncos defense to find a way to get a hold of really what's been the bugaboo in the first half, and that's been the Ravens' passing offense, as Rick said. Denver's done a nice job against the run. Derrick Henry, 9 carries for only 32 yards. That's 3.6 yards per carry. In fact, Henry's longest run of the first half went for only 7 yards. We have, though, seen this year and throughout Derrick Henry's career where he has very pedestrian-like numbers running the football in the first half, and then the second half, things tend to change. Kickoff will sail 9 yards deep into the end zone. Justin Hill turns around, watches it bounce out of the end zone. And the Ravens, moving right to left, will open this third quarter from their 30-yard line.
With the Broncos down 2 touchdowns, as I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Ravens maybe focus a little bit more on the run game here in the second half. And Broncos are going to need a turnover, maybe 2, to really give them a good shot here in the second half.
Ravens start with Ricard resetting the fullback in front of Derrick Henry. Jackson under center. He brings Flowers in motion left to right. They toss it left. Henry looking for a block, runs through an arm tackle to Nick Benito. Benito holds on and flips him to the turf right at the 31-yard line. So a gain of 1, second down and 9.
And as you said, Dave, we have seen Derrick Henry have, look kind of pedestrian at times, but then he'll break off a 70-yard run.
That's right.
He's been known for that his entire career.
Derrick Henry in his 9th season, 30 years of age, from the University of Alabama. Justice Hill in the game now to the left of Lamar Jackson, 2nd and 9. Trips wide side right. Jackson looks at a 4-man rush in the pocket, throws the ball. He's got the tight end. That is Mark Andrews, who makes the catch, squares out of the 40 to the 41-yard line. That is going to be a first down, a gain of 10 on 2nd and 9, and the tackle there by Jaquan McMillan.
And Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league, big target, 6'5", 250. That almost looked too easy. Just camps out in soft spot there in the Broncos zone defense. He's back to form from an ankle injury last year, 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games.
Had 5 catches last week in that road loss and a touchdown road loss in Cleveland. Jackson under center. We played a minute of this third quarter. Handed off to Derrick Henry. We're in left side of Henry with a big hole. Henry with a good tackle there by Devin Key as he got into Broncos territory. But that's the longest run of the game for Derrick Henry, a run of 12, first down Baltimore. And that's what we were talking about, Rick. Henry just tends to wear on you, and you've got to make sure that you don't feel good about what you've done so far, because good tackle by Key, otherwise that might go to the house. We played 2 minutes of the third quarter. Ravens ahead 24-10, 1st and 10 at the Denver 47. Ball snapped as Ricard went in motion. The ball's picked up and thrown and deflected and almost intercepted by Cody Barton. Ball deflected by Justin Strnad. Jackson called for the snap, but it hit, I think it was Ricard who was in motion. That was a weird play, and the Ravens fortunate there to not have something really go wrong. 2nd and 10.
Strnad tipped it, and Cody Barton got his left hand on it. Almost came down with that pick.
Ravens with 3 receivers left. Jackson in the shotgun. He brings Flowers in motion. Deep drop by Lamar. Avoids edge pressure. Looks to throw it. Now pumps. Now floats it in the area. And Flowers has it, but is knocked free. Incomplete. Justin Strnad was there as soon as that was Bateman, not Flowers. Bateman had it and then could not hold on to it. It's knocked free, and it's 3rd down and 10.
McMillan put the pressure on Jackson. Man, and Jackson just makes it just a quick little step to his left to get away from him. And you can see he doesn't want to run. He could have picked up some good yards there running the ball, decided to throw it.
Here's a big down for this Broncos defense. Justice Hill in the game to the right of Jackson on 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap, deep drop. In trouble. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Can he run away from a defender? He does. Runs away from Cooper. And he just ambles into the Broncos sideline with a 1st down. There is the brilliance of Lamar Jackson. And that's one of the issues that defensive coordinators have. You've got him pinned in with pressure. Jackson just outruns Benito and Cooper. It's a gain of 11. 1st down, Baltimore.
Yeah, just as I said, he seems reluctant to run. He does. And you said he didn't look as quick as he normally does, but it was quick enough to pick up that 1st down.
Quick enough to outrun 2 quick players for the Broncos, Benito and Cooper. Clock will be under 12 minutes. When the ball is snapped, handoff running left side. That is Henry, and Henry will be hit down for a loss in the play. Good job by the front of the Broncos, led by Malcolm Roach. Derrick Henry gets up, looks a bit frustrated. Hearing a little bit from Malcolm Roach on the play. 2nd down, and let's call it 2nd down and 11.
Malcolm Roach does like to talk on and off the field.
Ask any of the Bronco defenders, hey, who's kind of the leader of the locker room in terms of doing just that? They all say Malcolm Roach. Yep, been a really good pickup for the Broncos. 2nd down, 11. Run it right side. Here comes Derrick Henry. Runs to a tackle, and he is loose. Henry upended with a ankle-high tackle as he got inside the Broncos' 20-yard line. That was Brandon Jones. But this drive, we've seen now 2 plays where Henry has had double-digit runs. That's a run of 20. First run was of 12.
And they opened a nice hole for him there on the right side of the Ravens line, right over the right tackle. He didn't get touched till he got to the 2nd level.
Ravens have used more than 4 minutes on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Baltimore from the Denver 17. Ahead by 14. They toss it. Running right side is Henry. Henry cuts back and hit by Quan Alexander. He's inside the 15 to the 14. That is going to be a gain of 3, maybe 4. Let's call it 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice tackle there by Alexander. You don't want too much of that smoke from number 22, man. 250-pound running back.
Henry down on the left knee trying to tie his shoe. Jackson looking at him. Now says, you ready to go? He said, yep. I got him. Goes up. Here's the play. Now resets in the pistol. And now takes the handoff running left. In trouble. Forced to bounce back. And a penalty flag thrown is... I'll tell you what, Baron Browning had great penetration. And I think this is going to be a holding call against the Ravens, I believe. Lamar Jackson back to plead his case with referee Adrian Hill. This might be against Denver. Not sure how that would work.
Personal foul, tripping, defense, number 5. That penalty is, of course, half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, automatic 1st down.
Well, Henry pushed Baron Browning down, so they must be saying that Browning tried to trip him after he went down. May have lifted his left leg, but he didn't trip him. I think that is not a good call. You can see him lift his left leg, but he didn't wind up tripping him. But it's first, when it's all said and done, 1st and goal at the Denver 6. Ravens reset Ricard, the fullback, in front of Henry takes the handoff, running left side, steps over a would-be tackler and prances into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Riley Moss had a shot, couldn't get him down. And again, Henry, not only with that size, but showing you the athletic ability that is so uncommon for an athlete that big. And the Ravens go 70 yards for the opening touchdown of the third quarter. It's now Baltimore 30, Denver 10.
Got a good block from his fullback, Big Patrick Ricard, there on the edge. Gave him enough room to step out of a couple of tackles. Looks like a man against boys on that run.
Second consecutive 70-yard touchdown drive. Ravens ended the first half with a 2-play 70-yard touchdown drive, and they opened this half with a 10-play 70-yard touchdown drive. The extra point by Justin Tucker up and good. We've got a timeout on the field, 9:36 left third quarter. It's Baltimore 31, Denver 10 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Delta Dental does more to support your oral health and protect your budget with plan options backed by sound science and the nation's largest network of dentists. And now, Delta Vision. It's easy to see why more people choose Delta Dental of Colorado. More plan options, more providers, more dental expertise, and more cost savings all help to make dental and vision care accessible, affordable, and simple to understand, leading to a healthier smile and life. Learn more at deltadentalco.com/products.
The game of football is about pain. Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I stopped playing at 31.
You're listening to Michael Robinson, retired pro fullback.
I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life. I'm so glad I met Good Feet. I'm so glad that those arch supports are in my shoes. I have terrible foot issues that prevented me from really having a normal life with my kids. With the Good Feet arch supports, man, I'm always ready. My kids actually got to enjoy me in the yard more, racing each other, backpedaling, teaching them some things, being a dad. If I had known about the Good Feet arch support earlier, I would have more than one championship. I would have 2 championship rings.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Visit the Good Feet store in Broomfield, Centennial, Lakewood, Fort Collins, or Cherry Creek North.
Hall of Famer Steve Atwater here for Empower, a proud partner of your Broncos. Empower is more than just a name on our stadium. They're a team that'll help you tackle all your money questions and get a clear understanding of your finances. Plus, with the free Empower personal dashboard, you can link your accounts to see your net worth, plan for retirement, and more. It's time to change the game and take control of your financial future. Are you ready to empower what's next? Get started at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower, not an endorsement or statement of satisfaction by a client.
Local news, local talk with Mandy Connell. Weekdays noon to 3 on KOA.
31-10, Baltimore in the lead over the Broncos. 9:36 left third quarter. Chevy sideline report. Here's Susan.
Dave, Sean Payton is having a couple of, shall we say, conferences with the officials. He did it right before the end of the second quarter after those 2 offensive penalties, and then just now did it again after the Nick Bonito tripping penalty. He's been talking a lot to line judge Greg Bradley over on this side, and then both times with referee Adrian Hill being very animated and telling them a few things that we probably can't repeat.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I think it was Browning, but that was not a good call. There's no contact even made. So I don't think you can call attempted tripping in the league. High end over ring kick fielded by Mims. Mims will take a left knee, and the Broncos coming directly at us, but in your case, moving left to right, will start at their 30-yard line. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
As we thought, they did get Derrick Henry cranked up there on that first drive. He now has over 1,000 yards on the season, and he scored a touchdown in each and every game he's played in this year, which is 9.
Denver's had 5 possessions, and 3 of those 5, they've had at least 11 plays. They need a long drive here for a score. Handoff to Javonte running right side, and Javonte with a nice run. Got a good block there from fullback Nate Atkins. Significant yards. Kyle Hamilton up to make the tackle, but a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
We talk about Nate Atkins, how versatile he is. He play fullback, tight end. I think he could probably even play a little offensive line if you needed him there.
Empty set now for Nix. 3 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 5 at the Denver 35. Nix lifts the right knee. Ravens rush 5. Single blocking up front. Nix avoids pressure in the middle. Now tucks it, and he's hit down shy of the 40-yard line. Good tackle there by the nose, Broderick Washington. Washington, the 5th-year pro out of Texas Tech. 5th-round pick of the Ravens in 2020. It brings up a 3rd down after the gain of 3.
Washington playing for Michael Pierce, who's on the IR, and really good reaction by the big man to get Nix down.
Game clock at 8:28. It runs. 3rd quarter from Baltimore. Ravens lead the Broncos 31-10. Crucial 3rd down here for Denver. Jaleel McLaughlin to the left to Bo Nix. Trips left. Now they bring Lil Jordan Humphrey in motion. Nix drops the throw, stays in the pocket, ducks underneath a would-be tackler, and actually did not get low enough, and that will be a sack. 2nd sack of the game, and that is Robinson on the sack. Tavius Robinson with the sack, and the Broncos are going to go 3 and out. That's the first time they've gone 3 and out the entire game. Loss of 8.
Looked like a coverage sack in the back end. Ravens had everybody covered up. Bo tried to run out of there, but couldn't get out.
Here's the punt by Riley Dick, and Tylan Wallace back deep for the Ravens. Makes a fair catch signal and makes the catch right at the 21-yard line. And we've got a timeout on the field. 7:32 left in this 3rd quarter from Baltimore. A punt of 50 yards, and the Ravens have it again. And the lead, 31-10 over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Election Day.
Tuesday.
Get your vote in, then tune in.
6 p.m. election night.
Join Ryan Schuling for all the results from Colorado's local and state elections to the 47th president. Colorado's election headquarters, KOA.
You want your care to be personal and your recovery to be remarkable. That's Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. Ortho Colorado's board-certified surgeons and expert nursing staff are specially trained to meet the unique needs of orthopedic and spine patients, so you can be assured you're in good hands. To learn more, visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado, Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
This is Dave Logan. Dan Caplis Law is a serious firm for serious cases. Dan accepts righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. Dan Caplis is the only lawyer in Colorado history to win 5 straight multi-million-dollar verdicts in crash cases. Go to dancaplisLaw.com.
Want to drive an EV but hate BS? Come to Emmett Kia, home of the no BS specials. The price you see is the price you pay. Lease the Kia EV6 for just $299 a month, or the EV9 for just $499. And there's plenty more with taxes included and no BS. For the electric vehicles you want, visit the name you've come to trust, Emmett Kia, just north of I-25 on Colorado Boulevard, or at emmettkia.com.
Includes Kia lease cash. All Colorado taxes included in payment with approved credit through KFA.
Hey, Bronco fans, Imperial Chinese Restaurant is now a hometown partner of your Denver Broncos. Join us at 431 South Broadway for the freshest, authentic Chinese cuisine in town. And keep an eye out for our future locations opening soon across Denver. On the go? No problem. Imperial Go offers your favorite dishes hot and ready, made with the same quality ingredients that make Imperial Chinese a Denver favorite. Visit ImperialChinese.com for menus and locations. Imperial Chinese, Denver's best and proud hometown partner of the Broncos. Go Broncos.
Every Broncos game all season long on KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
We tack on 10 seconds for station's false cue there. Let's do this right after the play, as Jackson already has them at the line of scrimmage. 31-10 Baltimore. Ravens football, 1st and 10, moving right to left on their 21. Jackson is under center with big Derrick Henry 7 yards behind him. Play fake. Jackson sets in the pocket, sets up a screen. Henry on the left side gets a block and is loose out of the 30-35. Stiff arms Barton and stays in bounds. And this will be a gain all the way to the Ravens' 48-yard line of 27 yards, 1st and 10. Now we pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Broncos Ravens on the official home of the Denver Broncos. KOA Denver, 850 AM.
94.1 FM.
Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you. M&T Bank Stadium, the place in Baltimore. Ravens 31-10. And in business, 1st and 10 on their 48-yard line. Straight I formation. Justice Hill takes the handoff. Hill grabbed by Benito, but he's going to have a run of close to 9 yards. Nick grabbed him, never did get him down on the field. 2nd down and 1. Third quarter today is presented by your Colorado GMC dealers. GMC, we are professional grade. See your Colorado GMC dealer today.
Ravens starting to blow some big holes open now for the run game. Patrick McCarry just blew Quan Alexander right out of that hole.
Justice Hill's first carry of the game. It goes for 8. 2nd down and 2. He stays in the game. Here's his second carry. Running behind Ricard. Cuts back, and a good job there pursuing that by the Broncos, John Franklin Myers. But he will have enough on the 2nd and 2 for a first down, a gain of 3. Sticks will move, and the Raven drive continues.
Ravens, one of the best teams in the league in ball security. They just don't turn the ball over. And, man, the Broncos need 1 or 2 here to give them a chance.
Clock runs 5:40 and counting, third quarter. Broncos have had the football 3 snaps in this quarter. Ravens 1st and 10 at the Denver 41. Pistol set. Jackson, play fake, sets in the pocket, throws a crossing route. He's got Mark Andrew who makes the catch, and then with the defender on his back, Devin Key tumbles into the Ravens sideline with another Ravens first down. They'll spot that football after the gain of 26. Spot that ball just outside the Broncos 25. Make it 16 yards, not 26. 1st and 10.
Devin Key, as I mentioned, playing for P.J. Locke. Having a bit of a tough day today.
Ricard, the fullback, resets in the I formation. Henry takes the handoff, runs straight ahead. Penalty flag comes from behind the Ravens offense, thrown by the umpire. That was Zach Allen on the tackle, and this is going to be a holding call against Baltimore.
Holding offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
Patrick McCarry, the left guard, in his 6th year from University of California. Wasn't drafted coming out of Cal, but signed a college free agent deal with the Ravens in 19 and is still here. And he is a starter. How many stories like that do you think in the NFL, really, when you think about 32 teams?
You know what? A lot. And it's one of the things I love about the NFL.
I do too. First down at 20. Shotgun snap. Jackson quick screen left side. That ball to Flowers. Flowers looks for a block, and the speedster gets one, and he squeezes through a very small opening. Works his way inside the Bronco 20 to the 19, where he's tackled by Jonathan Cooper. But that's a gain on 1st and 20 of 16 yards on a screen pass, and just the running ability of Zay Flowers.
And Lamar Jackson sidearmed that like a shortstop would in baseball, making it look really, really easy. What a great athlete.
Zay Flowers, 5 catches today for 127 yards and 2 scores. They toss it left side. Here comes Derrick Henry. Henry runs through an arm tackle and rolls into the sideline. Nick Benito had a shot, but could not get him down. Riley Moss was there to push him out of bounds. Trying to see where they spot this football on the opposite end. It's a gain of 5 on 2nd and 4. First down, Baltimore. So 1st and 20, you throw a screen pass for 16, and then you hand it off to Derrick Henry. He gets a 5-yard run, first down.
And Henry with a vicious stiff arm right into Benito's face. Benito didn't have a chance.
Ricard again, the fullback, resets in the I formation, a little bit tighter this time. They run it, zone right side. Henry in trouble, cuts back, and works himself for a gain to the 10 of 4 yards. That's where Quan Alexander, the 10-year Broncos linebacker from LSU, makes the tackle. Clock is at 2:46 and counting. Denver has had 3 snaps of offense in this quarter. This is the Ravens' second possession. The first went 70 yards in 10 plays. They've now got a 2nd down and 5 from the Broncos' 9-yard line. Handed off to Justice Hill. Hill started right, cuts back left, and leans the football inside the 5, where he's knocked down by Devin Key. Ravens have come out here in the second half, and I know there have been a couple of quick screens, but for the most part, they've just decided to run at this Broncos front.
Yeah, we're looking at the best offense, at least most productive offense in the National Football League, and they're showing us why.
Well, they average a little more than 30 points per game. They have a dynamic offense. This team, of course, in the AFC Championship game right here last year, a game that many observers felt like the Ravens would win, playing the Kansas City Chiefs. It is a 1st and goal now inside the Broncos 5 as the chains were brought out. But the Chiefs, as we've seen so many times, and a team the Broncos will see next week in Kansas City, found a way to win that game, go on and beat the 49ers for the Super Bowl championship. 1st down and goal from the 4, 2:10 and counting, 3rd quarter. Derrick Henry on the sideline, Justice Hill in the game. Lamar Jackson under center with 2 receivers on each side. They hand it off to Justice Hill on right guard, and Hill bottled up by a number of Broncos, and this will depend on forward progress. They may give him the 3. First there was DJ Jones. 2nd down and goal.
And as you said, Dave, they're just chewing up the clock on the ground now. Very discouraging for the Broncos defense.
10th play of the drive, so the Ravens on this snap will have had the football in this quarter for 20 snaps, the Broncos 3. Now at halftime, the Broncos had a 19-snap lead. Jackson with a play fake, lobs one to the goal line. The catch is made, and Patrick Ricard has a Ravens touchdown. That is the 3rd passing touchdown of this game for Lamar Jackson. And for Patrick Ricard, that is his 1st receiving touchdown of the year.
It was Quan Alexander, Broncos inside linebacker, that really wasn't there. By the time he got there, too late to bring down a 300-pound receiver at the goal line.
Justin Tucker with the extra point try up, and it splits the uprights. It's now the Ravens 38, the Broncos 10, with 1:21 left in the 3rd quarter from Baltimore. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Halftime. It's been at least an hour since you consumed your pregame meal. How will you have the energy to cheer your team on if all you have is boring chips or freezer food? Smash your halftime hunger with Smash Burger. With juicy, delicious patties full of flavor, Smash Burgers are meticulously crafted to be destroyed. No microwaves, no walk-in freezers, fresh, certified Angus beef from family-owned farms. Order your halftime meal at smashburger.com. Smash Burger. Eat like no one's watching.
Looking for a quick and healthy dinner for your busy family? Try Redbird Farms French chicken drumsticks and thighs. Now available in the frozen section at King Soopers and City Market. They're simple to prepare and offer the fresh flavor of Redbird Farms chicken that you know and love. When mealtime is just around the corner, you can always count on Redbird Farms chicken. What real chicken tastes like.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
It's time to review the top 3 highlights of the day. I'm joined as always by my co-anchor Snoop.
Hey, what up, though?
Snoop, number 1 has to be getting the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence at T-Mobile.
Yeah, you should hustle down to T-Mobile like a dog chasing a squirrel, chasing a nut.
Nice analogy, Snoop. Dogs do love to chase squirrels.
And squirrels love to chase those nuts.
On to highlight number 2, at T-Mobile, families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
That is very impressive. You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing with my savings, Snoop. Now, take it away, Snoop.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on them. Now drop that jingle.
For
24 monthly bill credits. Eligible trade-in on Go 5G Next. Well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits, and credits stop and balance on required finance agreement too. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Talk about the game as soon as it ends. Broncos react immediately after the game on KOA.
We are back at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore. It's all Ravens, at least thus far, 38-10. Baltimore with the lead. The scoreboard update brought to you by the Colorado Beef Council. Other games around the league. In Buffalo, the Bills lead the Dolphins 20-13 at the end of 3. Chargers look like they're real. In Cleveland, late third, they lead the Browns 20-3. Carolina in a game that really nobody wants to watch, leading the Saints 17-16, and Cincinnati pummeling the Raiders 31-10. Scoreboard update brought to you by the Colorado Beef Council. Tucker with an end-over-end kick. Traymon Smith from the 1 to the 10, the 15, the 20. Smith runs through one tackle, then is hit hard. Penalty flags flying everywhere. One from behind the play, one from in front of the play. Usually that's not good news for the return team.
Holding during the return, number 43. 10-yard penalty, first down Denver.
Kedron Smith gets called for the hold. Right now in the third quarter, Ravens have had the football 11 minutes and 35 seconds to the Broncos 2 minutes and 4 seconds. This snap that is about to take place will be the Broncos' 4th snap of offense in the quarter.
And after getting off to a slow start on the ground, the Ravens now have 105 yards on the ground. That's 42 straight games, over 100 yards rushing.
Denver starting from their 15. McLaughlin to the left of Nix. Design roll to the left. Buy him some time. Dumps him the flat. Jaleel, can he make one miss? He cannot. Good open field tackle there. That is Kyle Hamilton. So it's a loss of 1 of the plays. 2nd down and 11. Final minute of action here in the third quarter. 38-10.
It seems like you've said Kyle Hamilton's name quite a bit here today, and first team All-Pro last year, one of the best players in the league. Only in his 3rd year, too.
Got the size and athletic ability to be so versatile on defense. 6'4", 225-pound safety that can play in the box against the run and also cover. 2nd down and 11. Snap and a 4-man pressure. Nix in the pocket. Sits and throws a ball that is too low at the feet of Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. Cortland was running an in cut from the Broncos sideline, and the ball was too low. By the time he got his head around, it was at his feet. Incomplete. Coverage there by Brandon Stevens. 3rd down and 11.
Thought he might have had a shot getting the ball to Mims. He was about 10 yards down the field, right in the middle of the field where Cortland was. When he let that ball go at first, I wasn't quite sure where it was going to or who it was going to.
Pass protection's been pretty good today. This will test them here. 3rd down and 11, 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Line of scrimmage to Denver 14. Shotgun snap. Protection pretty good. Now breaks down. Pass will be incomplete at the 30-yard line. He tried to squeeze it into Marvin Mims. Coverage there by Brandon Stevens, and the Broncos 2 possessions in the third quarter, both end in a 3-and-out.
So a total of 6 snaps for the Broncos in the third quarter. This quarter's been a disaster on both sides of the ball.
Denver is minus 2 yards total in this third quarter. Tylan Wallace back deep, waiting the kick on Riley Dixon. Wallace makes the catch, avoids the gunner, now heads to the Ravens sideline, has a couple of blockers out in front of him. Dixon is there to slow him down, and it slows Wallace down enough that Nate Atkins can hurry over and make the tackle. 4 seconds left in the quarter, and the Ravens ahead 38-10. Will have excellent field position to start the drive. 46 yards on the punt and 21 yards on the return.
John Harbaugh, former special teams coach, seems like has really good special teams every year.
Second time today the Ravens have started to drive in Denver territory. This one starts at the Denver 39. Ricard, the fullback, resets in front of Derrick Henry. Takes the toss, starts right, cuts back, hops over a defender, and the big body just leans the football down to the 32 in the grasp of Jordan Jackson of the Broncos. That is a gain of 7 on 1st and 10. Make it 6.5. And we've come mercifully to the end of the third quarter. That quarter, a tough one on the Broncos. 14-0 the score in that quarter for the Ravens. And the Broncos had 6 snaps of offense. Timeout after 3 from Baltimore. It's the Ravens 38, the Broncos 10 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win, breakaway, pick six, three-point shot, underdog win, buzzer beater, shootout, walk-off, and absolutely every play in between is amazing. From football to basketball and hockey to baseball, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado.
Hi, it's Dave Logan for Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Freddy's is my go-to neighborhood place when I crave delicious food served with genuine hospitality. Man, I love going to Freddy's and seeing their support of local community sports teams as well. At Freddy's, you can enjoy fresh, cooked-to-order steak burgers just the way you like it. And don't forget their delicious tater tots, cheese curds, and premium frozen custard. You'll love it. So when athletes or anybody need a post-game pick-me-up, go to your neighborhood Freddy's or order at freddys.com. Hi, Dave Logan for Ameristar Casino Resort Spa in Blackhawk, your one-stop destination for dining, lodging, and entertainment. Ameristar has 940 of the newest slots and a wide variety of table games. We love relaxing at our spa and enjoying the Rocky Mountains from the rooftop pool. And there's a number of dining options to choose from, including Jinya Ramen Bar and Timberline Grill. When you need a quick escape close to Denver, head to Ameristar. Book your stay today at AmeristarBlackhawk.com. Gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no Ent ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He taps his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at ent.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
We are back set to start the fourth quarter here in Baltimore. Ravens 38, Broncos 10. For each Broncos interception, Ent Credit Union makes a $1,000 donation to Children's Hospital. Ent Credit Union, the official banking partner of your Denver Broncos. Ravens start in the Denver 33 in this quarter, 2nd down and 4. Zach Allen has just jumped off sides, and it'll be 1st down and 10, I believe. I didn't see anybody in a purple jersey move. Denver had minus 2 yards of offense in that third quarter, 6 snaps of offense. And the Ravens...
Neutral zone infraction defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. It results in a 1st down.
I believe the Ravens had 20 snaps of offense in the quarter. Actually 21 if you count that last play. So 21 snaps of offense for the Ravens in the third quarter, 6 for the Broncos. And as I mentioned, the Broncos had 19 more snaps of offense than did Baltimore in the first half. 1st and 10 from the Denver 29. Straight I formation, double tight end set wing right, single receiver left. They toss it right. Here comes Henry behind Ricard. Henry grabbed by Jonathan Cooper and pulled down at the 26-yard line to gain of a yard. 2nd down and 1. Excuse me, 2nd down and 9.
The Ravens have done a really good job on Zach Allen, but one of the best players in the league this year. He doesn't have a tackle in the game. They've done a good job. Most teams double team him. He gets double teamed more than any interior lineman in the league.
Jackson will reset the big fullback Ricard from right to left, so trips left. They run the stretch left. Here comes Henry. Henry spun around and wound up going backwards towards the Broncos end zone, knocked down at the 20-yard line by safety Brandon Jones. It's a gain of, let's call that a gain of 6, 3rd down and 3.
I give Brandon Jones some credit there, Dave. He's a 190-pound safety. He came up and really put a big hit on Derrick Henry. 250-pound running back with a head of steam.
Henry's off to the Baltimore sideline now. Empty set for Lamar. Takes a snap, avoids pressure in the middle, pumps once, now steps out of a tackle, rolls to his right, now cuts back in the middle, and we pull down as he leans inside the 20 by Justin Strnad. Good job there. 3rd down and 3, and the Broncos defense comes up with a way to stop this Ravens offense. And John Harbaugh will send Justin Tucker in the field goal unit out for the Ravens.
Good recovery by Strnad, too. He almost got him on the ground for a sack. Got up off the ground, and he was the one that made the tackle on him.
This ball will be spotted near hash at the 27-yard line by Jordan Stout, the punter. An attempt of 37 yards for Justin Tucker. Denver with 9 men in the line of scrimmage. Snap placement, kick on the way, and it is good from 37 yards out. That extends the Baltimore lead over Denver to 41-10 with 12:49 left in this 4th quarter. We'll take a timeout on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Every Broncos game on KOA 850 AM, 94.1 FM, and in Denver with KOA on the iHeartRadio app. I like that! And online at BroncosRadioNetwork.com.
This season, Chevy brings classic pairings, cookies and milk, mistletoe and kisses, and your holiday plans and a new Chevy. Silverado 1500 gives you power and capability with 430 pound-feet of torque to haul your holiday tree. Equinox EV and the all-new Equinox offer award-winning quality and style to see you through the holiday season. See why Chevy makes everything better and brighter. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
It matters who your lawyer is. At Berg Simpson, we truly care about the quality of work we do and that our clients are getting the best possible representation.
Call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com.
I'm Hannah Davis reporting on the best in Denver. Our football team is bringing the heat, and so is 888 Heating. 888's preventative care saved me money. Their furnace deep clean and tune-up helped me avoid a breakdown last winter and lowered my energy bills. This service is normally $199, but if Denver wins today, you get a deep clean for just $19.99. Book today for the deal of the season. Visit 888heating.com. That's 888heating.com.
My husband and I, we struggle with contacts, glasses, allergies, you name it. And while we're in the thick of life with 3 kids, that means early mornings, late nights, or even outside at our kids' events, we were always having problems with our eyes until we both received LASIK treatment from Panorama LASIK. Now, these same long hours of running around outside have been so much easier for us. So get your free LASIK consultation today. Just go to PanoramaLASIK.com to schedule that free consultation. That's PanoramaLASIK.com, your hometown LASIK partner of the Denver Broncos.
This is the official home of the Denver Broncos, KOA.
24 unanswered points by the Baltimore Ravens. That represents the most unanswered points given up by the Broncos this season. That it's 41-10 Baltimore with 12:49 left. This game broadcast is powered by Chevron Colorado, the human energy company. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Wargin with you. It was 17-10, believe it or not, with 54 seconds left in the first half. 17-10. And the Ravens went 70 yards in 2 plays, scoring with 16 seconds left in the half. Kick fielded by Marvin Mims, 2 yards deep in the end zone. The 5, 10, 15, 20 behind Tremon Smith. Mims scoots through, and a nice return out of the 35. Head-butted to the turf at the 36-yard line. 38 yards on the return. The Broncos offense will start from the 36-yard line. So 17-10. And the Ravens went 70 yards in 2 plays, scoring on a 53-yard catch and run by Zay Flowers to extend the halftime lead to 24-10. And it's been all Ravens here in the second half. best starting field position for the Broncos. Nix throws a crossing route that is caught. And a tackle there on Devon Vele, and I think a face mask penalty as well. Catch to the 41-yard line of about 5. Gain of 6, and I'm sure there'll be 15 more yards tacked on against Kyle Hamilton.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 14. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. Automatic first down.
Kyle Hamilton almost flipped him over with that face mask. I mean, a flip, like a forward flip when he grabbed onto it. Kind of dangerous right there.
Sutton, a little Jordan Humphrey, outside in slot right. Vele, Lucas Kroll, and Trey Franklin outside in, trips left. Empty set for Nix on 1st and 10 from the Ravens 44. Ravens are going to bring 4. Nix backpedals, sets his feet, throws a ball that is deflected away and incomplete. Intended for Lucas Kroll at the 40-yard line. Knocked away by Tavius Robinson. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
After that big week last week for the tight ends, today it's like just one catch by a tight end, and that's Adam Troutman has a catch for 4 yards.
Javonte Williams in the game to the right of Nix. 2 receivers on each side of this formation. Nix takes the snap, looks left, stands tall in the pocket, floats one a little bit too far out of the reach of Troy Franklin at the 17-yard line. We've got a penalty flag on the other side of the field, right in front of the Broncos bench. This, I think, will be a holding call against the Ravens.
For the pass, illegal contact, defense, number 44. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That calls a Marlon Humphrey. So illegal contact will move the football 5 yards, which will place it inside the 40 at the 39. It'll be a first down for Denver. The clock is at 12:09 left in this football game, and the Ravens have a 41-10 lead. Mims by himself to the right side. 3 receivers, Sutton, Lil Jordan Humphrey, and Kroll outside in, trips left. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pressure now. Bo pirouettes, rolls to his left. Now in trouble. Pirouettes, rolls to his right. Is all the way back to the Denver 35. Gets a couple of blocks. Nix throws on the run. The pass is caught inside the 40. Right about the original line of scrimmage by Cortland Sutton. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. Bo ran about 75 yards or so, it seemed. No gain in the play, 2nd and 10.
Looked like Fran Tarkenton for you old school NFL fans.
You'd have to be very old school.
And very old.
Or just old school. Nix in trouble now, throws the ball after being pressured to the middle of the field. That pass caught there by Lil Jordan Humphrey. Inside the 35 to the 34. Hit there by Malik Harrison, the outside linebacker. Gain of 5, and it brings up a 3rd down and 5. Yeah, Fran Tarkenton was fun as a kid.
And he used to make moves like that all the time, those spin moves.
Nix on 3rd and 5. A pair of receivers on each side of the set. Ravens moving guys around on the defensive line. Bo lifts his right knee, takes the snap. Baltimore rushes 4. He escapes, rolls to his right, stops, floats one. He's got Cortland Sutton, makes the catch. He's inside the 20, and Cortland with a head-first move right at the 15, maybe just outside the 15. Tackled there by Marcus Williams. That's a gain of 18, and the sticks will move. Denver has a first down.
Nix under pressure, threw that ball on a rope. Cortland looked it right into both hands for the catch and run.
3 left. Single receiver, Cortland Sutton to the right. Shotgun snap, the handoff to Javonte running right side, and Javonte will work to the 13, maybe the 12-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Trenton Simpson on the tackle.
As advertised, this Ravens defense tough to run on.
40.
Sutton to the right side by himself. Vele, Franklin, Kroll outside in, inside out, wide left. Nix takes the snap, looks right. Now flushed, escapes to the left. Running inside the 10, inside the 5, and with the football in his right hand, he scampers out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, pressured there by Brandon Stevens. Gain of 7. Now we have a penalty flag thrown, and we'll see what Adrian Hill, today's referee, will tell us.
Holding defense, number 44. That penalty should force half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Second penalty on the drive on Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah, he's playing hurt today, and he got a hold of Cortland Sutton, and Sutton still beat him on that route to the corner. If Nix had more time, he had an open number 14 in the end zone.
32.
Nix is under center. Javante 7 yards behind him. First down and goal at the 2.
Ready.
Atkins in motion to the right. Javante off right guard. Did he get there? He did not. At the 1, he's knocked down. Roderick Washington, the big nose tackle, was there. Second down and goal. Broncos go without a huddle. Down 41-10. Clock running with 9:13 left. 3 tight ends in the game to the right side. Nix with a play fake. Sets in trouble. Pirouettes from a defender. Running to his left. Throws the ball back in the end zone. Incomplete. Tried to squeeze it in to little Jordan Humphrey. It was covered there by Marlon Humphrey. Incomplete. Third down and goal.
Bo showing off not only his mobility, but his arm talent. They're rolling to his left. He throws a sidearm throw to little Jordan Humphrey in the back of the end zone. That looked like it should have been a pass interference.
Actually, it was a pretty good throw.
It was a good throw.
I mean, little Jordan Humphrey put one hand up for it. McLaughlin in, along with Michael Burton, the fullback, on a third down and goal at the 1. McLaughlin split wide left. Burton in the backfield. Nix takes a snap, bounces around, looks right. Now flush. Can he avoid the tackle? He can't. Pulled down at the 14-yard line by Trenton Simpson. He just didn't have anybody open. Had plenty of time to throw it. The Broncos' offensive line, I think, has done a pretty good job today, by and large. Loss of 13 on that play.
And the Ravens spying on him there. They were expecting him to try to see if he could make a play, scrambling the backside of that play. They were waiting for him.
Yep, that's where, most obviously, if you have a chance, throw that ball away and you get back to the 1-yard line instead of fourth down and goal from the 14. Ravens rush forward, Nix in the pocket, steps up, climbs up the pocket, throws the ball to the end zone over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. It was Cortland Sutton running right to left, but the ball a little bit too high. Simpson on the coverage, and the Broncos defense will trot out onto the field, and we have a timeout. 8:09 left, fourth quarter. Ravens 41, Broncos 10 on the KOA Broncos radio network.
Win up to $500 and big box grand prize finale entries in our Deal of the Century promotion. Weekends at Century Casino Hotel in Central City. Earn entries for weekend drawings with your play any day. Each Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, win up to $500 cash. Daily final prizes are doubled. Earn bonus entries on Tuesdays and Fridays. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. If you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
You want your care to be personal and your recovery to be remarkable. That's Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. Ortho Colorado's board-certified surgeons and expert nursing staff are specially trained to meet the unique needs of orthopedic and spine patients, so you can be assured you're in good hands. To learn more, visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado, Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Hey, it's Susie Warge, and my weekends in the fall are packed between working out, football, and everything else that I do. So how do I keep my endurance up? I make sure beef is part of my diet consistently. I have to, with 10 essential nutrients like protein, zinc, iron, and B vitamins. It's how I keep my immune system strong and get long-lasting energy. And you can get the same benefits with getting beef in your life. Keep it simple with a cheeseburger or a steak, or get really fancy by going to check out some of the recipes at cobeef.com. There's some great recipes on there. cobeef.com.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here. Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude. It's a whole different vibe.
With these open earbuds, it's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears,
You feel good enough to go out there and play.
you turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
The first snow of the season is coming. Stay in the know with KOA.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warju with you, 41-10 Ravens. Derrick Henry now with 99 yards rushing on 21 carries. And again, to reiterate, it was 17-10 Baltimore with 54 seconds to go in the first half. Lamar Jackson is out of the game. Josh Johnson, his replacement. Henry probably going to get this ball so he can get over 100 yards. He does. The Broncos front meets him right at the line of scrimmage. Not much there. In fact, no gain of the play. That was Malcolm Roach.
Lamar Jackson with another milestone. Fewest game in NFL history for 20 passing touchdowns, 500 yards rushing. Did it in 9 games. First player in history to do that.
No gain in the play, 2nd and 10. They toss it left side. Here comes Henry. And Henry now will be over 100. Tackle again by Malcolm Roach, but he's spotted on the opposite end of the field. He's spotted at the 21-yard line. So that is a gain of 5. Justice Hill in the game now. Henry, I'm guessing, trotting to the sideline where he will remain for the rest of the game. Scoreboard has 2nd and 8. It's 3rd down and, I believe, 3. Clock runs, 6:45 left in this game, 41-10 Baltimore. Hand off to Justice Hill, spins right into a tackle by Brandon Jones. And the Ravens are going to have to punt the football away. By the way, the Ravens came into the game with 41 straight games of rushing for more than 100 yards as a team. That is the 3rd longest streak in NFL history. And so now that is 42 games. Ever since John Harbaugh got here, this is 17th season. This has been a run-heavy team. And now, of course, when you add Lamar Jackson back in the 2018 draft, now you've got more than just a running back or two in the backfield. You've got a quarterback that is dynamic. The punt, penalty flag thrown. Mims bobbles the ball, drops it, goes down, bobbles it again, picks it up at the 8, heads to the Broncos sideline. Mims steps out of a tackle, room to run, but a penalty flag on this. He jumps over would-be tackler out of the 40-yard line. Good return by Marvin Mims. I fear, though, this is going to come back. The Bronco Gunners had 2 defenders on the Ravens gunner, and I think they're going to get called, I'm guessing here, for an illegal block or a hold. Tackle there by Jordan Stout. Once he finally picked it up, he went 36 yards on the return, did Marvin Mims.
Really good effort. You see that often when a punt returner bobbles or fumbles a punt. Typically, they get a pretty good return on it. Just kind of screws up the punt coverage.
It must have also screwed up the officiating crew because
they're looking.
They're
what's
having
going
a
on?
hard time deciphering as to what exactly the call is and where the ball will be spotted.
Yeah, 4 of them huddled together, talking about it. Most of the Ravens fans have left. A lot of Broncos fans still in the stadium, though, disappointed. Broncos travel well.
Adrian Hill on his way over to talk to Sean Payton.
Payton not looking happy with that little conversation, shaking his head.
Here comes Adrian Hill. He'll tell us what they've concluded. At least I think he will.
There were 2 fouls on the play. Clear out of bounds on the kicking team, number 81. That was during the kick. During the return, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the return team, number 43. Denver has elected to offset those penalties. Replay 4th down.
So Keidron Smith, as I mentioned, one of the gunner covers for the Broncos, gets called for the penalty. And Sean deciding that he'd like to give Marvin Mims another shot.
Keidron Smith threw a Ravens player into the sideline, who then hit somebody standing there on the sideline, took that guy down. And that was what the call was on right there.
I tell you what, it's the game is so fast and played by very large humans that you have to be aware all the time. You can't get caught up and standing behind a player, you know, and not paying attention. Sometimes you just don't see it. But I'm surprised we don't have, you know, more injuries to people that are not in uniform on the sideline. So we'll punt it again. A little bit of pressure that time on the kick. Mims is underneath it. The kick from Jordan Stout. Underneath the 22. He heads to the sideline again, being chased by Likely, the tight end, who reaches out with his left arm and trips up Marvin Mims. Isaiah Likely, really good player. Second tight end for the Ravens, behind Mark Andrews, winds up making the tackle. 58 yards on that punt, and 18 on the return. We have a timeout. 5:17 left, fourth quarter. Ravens 41, the Broncos 10 on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Veterans Day is November 11th. Let's show appreciation to our brave veterans. We're thankful for everything they've done. Visit KOAcolorado.com to submit a hero's thank you of your own. And to our veterans, thank you from me, Mandy Connell, and everyone at KOA and Veteran Windows and Doors.
At Veteran Windows and Doors, we ensure Colorado homeowners receive the best in energy-efficient windows and doors provided by Provia, the industry leader in doors and windows. Contact us today and get 35% off and free installation. For quality and dependability, choose Veteran Windows and Doors today.
Here we go, folks. Looks like another fan is lining up to use his official Broncos debit card only from Ed Credit Union. Wow, what a play! With Broncos checking, there's no monthly maintenance fees, no end to ATM fees, and he earns dividends. Oh, he's buying a Broncos jersey. He tapped his card, and touchdown! Plus, he scores exclusive Broncos discounts. Bank better with Broncos checking from Ed Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Denver Broncos. Open an account now at eds.com/Broncos. Insured by NCUA.
We could say we're committed to protecting Colorado's environment and improving air quality, but we'll let our actions speak for themselves. We were the first to require water sampling. We were the first to regulate methane emissions. Our regulations are the strongest in the nation, and they're working. We're the oil and natural gas industry, and we're committed to a cleaner Colorado. Brought to you by Coloradans for Responsible Energy Development. Learn more at cred.org/air.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the vehicles of the future for everyone. Have your power of choice with Ford's lineup of gas, electric, or hybrid vehicles. Outperform the competition with America's best-selling trucks for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Take the road less traveled in a Ford SUV, perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or check out Ford's lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles, like the Ford Maverick, Mustang Mach-E, or F-150 Lightning. Inventory has arrived. Head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium, Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Wargin. The game that was 17-10 with under a minute to go in the first half is now 41-10.
Number 79
Baltimore
is reporting eligible.
You just heard the voice of referee Adrian Hill. That's Matt Pert reporting eligible as an extra offensive lineman. 1st and 10, Denver at their 40-yard line. Best field position to start a drive. Franklin in motion, left to right. Audric Estime takes the handoff, and the rookie from Notre Dame off right guard backs the football out to the 44 with a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Broderick Washington in on the tackle.
Ravens mascot shooting T-shirts out of what looks like a handheld bazooka, trying to keep what is left of this crowd here entertained. Looked a little dangerous to me.
Or trying to get rid of the T-shirts.
Or both.
2nd and 6. Estime, 5th round draft choice from Notre Dame, takes the handoff again, stops. The big rookie cut back left side and then tried to get back on track, pulled down at the 45-yard line by Kyle Hamilton and Broderick Washington. The gain to the 44 brings up the gain to the 45 brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Ravens went for the strip tackle on Estime. He's fumbled twice this year, and he held on to it with both hands.
I'm glad to see him get a little tick.
I was thinking the same.
You know what? And I know the coaches at this level don't like to play guys who put the ball on the ground, but I think they got to work their way through that with this kid. He's got a lot of talent. Nick's in the shotgun asking for the snap. Snap clock was down to 2. Bo takes it, bounces around in the pocket, throws the ball that Sutton goes high and makes the catch up over his head, and then is knocked down inside the Ravens' 30-yard line by Kyle Van Noy. But a good throw there and a deep crossing route as Sutton went high to make the catch, and it's a gain of 26. Clock is at 3:37. It runs 41-10 Baltimore. Sutton now with 113 yards receiving, 2nd consecutive game he's had over 100. Nix play fake, didn't hand it to Estime, rolling to his left, throws it. It's incomplete. Ball intended for Troy Franklin. It was well covered that time. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Kind of a strange looking play there.
Yeah, it's covered by Ardarius Washington. RPO.
Mark 43rd. 40.
Burton and Estime in the backfield. In the offset eye to the right side. They run the draw at Estime behind Burton. Estime with 2 arms over the ball, still on his feet, breaks the tackle. He's inside the 10. Estime's trying to get into the end zone. Pulled down at the 7-yard line by Brandon Stevens. That's a 21-yard run from the rookie out of Notre Dame, Audric Estime.
There you go. There you go. That's how you do it, Audric Estime. Power running. Kept those legs churning. Had a nice stiff arm at the end of that run, too.
That 21-yard run by Audric Estime ties the longest run of the year against the Baltimore defense. Estime takes the handoff and works off of left guard down close to the 3-yard line on a 1st and goal carry from the 7. Tackle there by Chris Wormley, who was activated today, the 8-year pro out of Michigan. 2nd down to goal at the 4.
This gives that kid some confidence, too, after fumbling twice here early in the season.
Hey, we got out.
Estime behind Nix. And we have come, let's see, Broncos are going to take they're going to take a timeout with 2:17 remaining in the 4th quarter. Not exactly sure what happened here, but Nick's walking over to talk with the Bronco coaching staff. We'll take a timeout as well. 41-10, Ravens over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Win up to $500 and big box grand prize finale entries in our Deal of the Century promotion. Weekends at Century Casino Hotel in Central City. Earn entries for weekend drawings with your play any day. Each Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, win up to $500 cash. Daily final prizes are doubled. Earn bonus entries on Tuesdays and Fridays. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. If you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Dan Kaplis. A profound lack of respect for human life is causing an explosion of reckless driving, which is leaving a trail of dead and broken bodies on our roadways. Our firm is dedicated to forcing reckless drivers and their insurance carriers to pay in full for all of the harm they inflict. We are a serious firm for serious cases. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. If you need our help, please call 303-770-5551 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Hey, it's Susie Ward, and my weekends in the fall are packed between working out, football, and everything else that I do. So how do I keep my endurance up? I make sure beef is part of my diet consistently. I have to, with 10 essential nutrients like protein, zinc, iron, and B vitamins. It's how I keep my immune system strong and get long-lasting energy. And you can get the same benefits with getting beef in your life. Keep it simple with a cheeseburger or a steak, or get really fancy by going to check out some of the recipes at cobeef.com. There's some great recipes on there. cobeef.com.
Hey, Broncos fans, it's Rick Lewis. Have you fumbled your phone and it looks like it's time for a new one? Verizon lets you trade in any phone, any condition, guaranteed for a great deal on a new one with Ultimate Unlimited and a phone trade-in from Apple, Samsung, or Google. And you can enter to win Broncos tickets when you do it. Enter to win 4 tickets to the Broncos-Browns game on December 2nd. Just stop by a Denver Verizon store by November 22nd to enter. Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or over. Void where prohibited. Ends 11/22/24. See DenverBroncos.com/Verizon for details.
Broncos Country listens to Broncos Radio. KOA, 850 AM and 94.1 FM.
Back with 2:17 left in this one, 41-10 Ravens over the Broncos. Denver with a second down and goal at the Ravens 3-yard line. Javonte Williams replacing Audric Estime in the game. Knicks will be under center, Alex Forsythe. Williams 7 yards behind him. Play fake as Nix rolls to his right, pumps once, pumps twice, and then before he rolls out of bounds, throws the ball away, incomplete, 3rd down and goal.
You see the Ravens just waiting for that now from Bo Nix. The Broncos have used that play quite a bit this season. Nobody open and nowhere to run.
Estime back in the game, replacing Javonte, 3rd down and goal. Denver has had a good day on 3rd down, 6 of 13.
Line before he released the ball, we will respot the ball there. It will be 3rd down.
So he was on the far sideline. I thought he threw the ball before he went out of bounds, but Adrian Hill, today's referee, you just heard, said that Nix actually stepped out of bounds before he released the ball. So instead of 3rd down and goal from the 3, it's 3rd down and goal from the 10. Second time on a 3rd and goal inside the 5. Bo got sacked. 3rd and goal at the 10. Atkins from trips left in motion. They run it. Here's Estime off right guard. And Estime works close to the 5 with a gain of about 4 before being knocked down by former Colorado Buff Josh Tupou. And we have come to the 2-minute warning. 4th down and goal, Denver from the Ravens 5. 2 minutes left in this one. All Ravens, 41-10 over the Broncos. This is the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
Big R is your home team for farm, home, and ranch supplies. We've got top brands like Carhartt, Ariat, Milwaukee, Yeti, and more to keep you ready for anything this season. Heading into game day, swing by Big R for all your grilling gear from Traeger and Blackstone. Oh, and don't forget the sauces and rubs to take your tailgate to the next level. Plus, we've got the best feeds from Nutrina and Purina to keep your pets in championship form. Score big with same-day delivery at select locations or free in-store pickup at all 37 stores. And shop anytime at BigR.com. Big R, your game day and everyday MVP.
Did you know that 88% of employees say better health, dental, and vision coverage are factors they consider when choosing a job? Delta Dental of Colorado gives small businesses more options for plan customizations and network access than any other dental benefits company. And now with more product offerings, including Delta Vision, you can pick a plan that works for your employees' well-being and your bottom line. Let us help you find a plan that works for you and your small business. Visit deltadentalco.com/products.
There are trucks, then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR for 36 months on GMC Sierra light-duty models. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $28.16 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment 15%. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
You want your care to be personal and your recovery to be remarkable. That's Ortho Colorado Hospital. Ortho Colorado offers the region's most advanced orthopedic and spine surgery care, and it's dedicated to helping each patient reach their individual recovery goals. Ortho Colorado's board-certified surgeons and expert nursing staff are specially trained to meet the unique needs of orthopedic and spine patients, so you can be assured you're in good hands. To learn more, visit orthocolorado.org. Ortho Colorado, Colorado's premier orthopedic hospital, part of Common Spirit Health.
Win Broncos Falcons tickets tomorrow, every hour between noon and 3 on KOA.
2 minutes left in this one from Baltimore, 41-10 Ravens. The 2-minute warning presented by Delta Dental of Colorado, reminding you to brush your teeth 2 minutes twice a day to keep your smile power strong. Dave Logan, Rick Lewis, Susie Warja with you. 4th down and goal, Denver at the Ravens 5-yard line. Jaleel to the left of Bo Nix, 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Now they bring Bailey in motion, so 3 left, single right. Now Jaleel empties wide right, and we've got a penalty flag called, and this, I think, will be a false start. Jaleel's got to wait till...
False start, offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
They call Mike McGlinchey the right tackle for flinching. Yeah, he absolutely did. Again, the action, we are in the end zone on the opposite side of the field. So I thought Jaleel left a little bit early with 2 men moving at once. Not the case. McGlinchey was kick-stepping, so now it's 4th and goal at the 10.
9th penalty for the Broncos, 71 yards. Another thing that Sean Payton won't be happy about today.
Sutton wide right, Bailey, Franklin, and Jaleel McLaughlin outside in, trips left. And Troutman's attached left, and we've got another. This is the Ravens taking
timeout. Baltimore, there's...
to 10 game.
Yeah,
a bit unusual.
Yeah, I would say so. All I can think of is the Broncos had Troutman attached left, 3 receivers outside of him. So maybe there was some confusion. You got to think that Ravens are probably going to play, at least I think in that particular snap, they were going to play some man. It's the same look except Troutman now to the side of Sutton. Troutman is Sutton. Now Troutman will reset the same look, and it is man-to-man for the Ravens. 4 left, Sutton right. Probably throw it to Cortland, don't you? You do on the slant. Cortland with the catch, and he's knocked down inside the 1, but just shy of the end zone by Nate Wiggins. Gain of 9 on 4th and goal at the 10. Good route and a good throw. Just shy of the goal line. Had some help from Ardarius Washington as well.
Got good coverage. They had 2 guys there waiting for Cortland Sutton. That's why after he made that catch, he couldn't go anywhere. Just went down right there at about the 1.
4th time today that the Broncos have been stopped on downs. Ravens now with 1:55 to go start this drive from their 1-yard line. Josh Johnson with a quarterback sneak. Chris Collier is in at running back, the rookie out of Lockhaven.
Back-to-back 100-yard games for Cortland Sutton today. 7 catches, 122 yards, no touchdowns.
So Denver will not have a lot of time to get over this game, as next week they're back on the road and they face at least as of now, the unbeaten world champion Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. Another quarterback sneak by Josh Johnson. Clock runs now, 106, 105. Broncos have all 3 timeouts. Kind of interesting. don't remember the last time. I don't think the Broncos used a timeout in this game. I'll have to check that, but I don't think they did.
Ravens on a short week. They play the Bengals Thursday night.
Bengals hanging on at last look. Well, they're not hanging on now. They lead the Raiders 38-17. Dolphins and the Bills tied at 27. Ravens take the snap and a knee, and that will do it. Sean Payton on a jog over to shake hands with John Harbaugh. Both coaches came into the game with 165 regular season wins. They shake hands, give each other a hug, and now we'll head to their respective locker rooms. I'm sure John is a lot happier than Sean. Final score from M&T Bank Stadium, the Ravens 41, the Broncos 10. We'll take a timeout on the KOA Broncos Radio Network.
This big German Shepherd walked by, and then my American Bulldog